underneath your token?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
I have done it correctly.
Good job, Tony.
Oh, braggy.
Well, I mean, I just
doing a thing correctly is a brag now? Oh, dear.
I don't know how you West Coast people handle things.
All right, and we are apparently live on some streaming somewhere.
In a way that we should share with people, or
yeah, let me.
Hello, the internet.
So we're on the Incomparable live
I told
stream.
my brother I would share.
And yeah, let me get up the. So we are live right now. Let's see.
Hello, people.
hi, Erica.
Hello, fellow person.
It sure is great being a normal person on a day like today.
I agree, fellow Human.
Here we go. I got to push us live in. Oh, now we're live on the YouTube.
Sneak preview of one of my
my
characters,
goodness.
Crinkle Non-Goblin, who is definitely not a goblin.
You know what? You know what? A sneak preview is better than a snake preview. That's what I.
Coming this fall, Cobras.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just
That's very funny
tweeted
to
from
me.
the TPK thing.
All right, let me.
Where? There it is.
Wow,
Waiting for-
the voice of HAL 9000 died. We just talked about him a lot.
Aw. Jason, you've done it again.
I did it. I did it again. I killed somebody. Let's see here. It's in the Dungeon Crawl Classics now. That's the YouTube link. And I am, for no apparent reason other than that it's already in there, streaming this to the Incomparable. I'm not doing that. I should do that. Let's do that. That's a good idea. Incomparable live thing.
All right. Well, Jason's setting that up. People are. It looks like everyone's here
Live.
in Zoom, and it looks like everybody is in Roll20. Aline, let me give your character a name, or your token, I should say. You're gonna have one token that you'll get to reuse because because you may go through multiple.
That's fine.
What?
I
I expect my first character to have a long life.
I expect all of our first characters to get savagely murdered 1 second in, just to show us who's boss.
When some of them have one hit point, we're like doomed.
Did you? So I'll leave it up to you. Do you want to pick your first characters, or do you want to shuffle your deck of stuff and pick them on your own?
I like randomness.
Let's shuffle. We can shuffle. I had a plan going in, like my character names build to a point of absurdity.
Oh well,
but
then you should do that.
All right, I'm going to keep mine then because they go in order.
All right.
That only makes us want you to die sooner, though, right?
I
You want to get to the end.
All right, I have started recording my side in QuickTime. Have other people started recording their audio in their various tools?
My audio is recording.
Sound of me shuffling my characters. It's gold.
Hey, Erica, we're microphone twinsies.
Yeah. I have the slimmer.
You have the compact fuzzy thingy.
Yep. The other one smells funny. Like I need it to outgas.
Outgas. Yeah.
Before I want to use it. Yeah.
That's probably all for the best.
Yep. All right.
Any reason that I shouldn't start dungeon mastering, or as they call it in this game, judging?
It's way too late for that, Tony.
You weren't judging us already?
Now I'm doing it in an official capacity. So
now it's sanctioned.
Yeah.
Story checks out.
Any procedural questions or whatnot?
I don't think so.
Okay, everyone feels okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do the hardest thing, which is start an adventure, which it will involve a little bit of narration, but hopefully not too much. Nerds, welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, your dungeon master, Tony Sindelar, and we are starting a brand new adventure here today on our podcast that you're listening to right now in your ears. We are going to be playing the Dungeon Crawl Classics adventure. Dungeon Crawl Classics is a system new to us here on Total Party Kill that attempts to capture some of the feel of old-timey role-playing games with lots of dice rolling, lots of randomly generated stats, and lots of player death. It's a little crunchy in terms of numbers, but it's going to be great. Today, we are playing an adventure called Frozen in Time, which features a brave, intrepid crew of barbarians / cave people, and I think we should meet our people and find out who they are. Jason Snell, you're first. Thanks for joining us here on Total Party Kill.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm playing D&D. Do you want to know who my first character is, or do we not care?
Tell me who your first character is. I'll write it down like it's really important.
My first character is Merv. He's a fisherman.
Also joining us, it's Monty Ashley.
Hello, Tony.
Monty, who is your first character?
I will be starting off with Throg the Gatherer.
I'm just writing down Throg.
Oh, but gathering is an important part of his personal identity and how he views himself.
We'll get into that.
Oh, I'm going to gather so much stuff, Tony.
Okay. Also here, Erica Ensign.
Hello. My first character is named Old Mother.
Old Mother.
That's my name.
Okay. That is presumably
a baby.
Monty,
Foresight.
a good name is a name you grow into.
All right.
So trust me. There's gonna be a lot of wisdom today that I'm giving out for free.
And yes, that is a Doctor Who reference. You
Yeah.
are correct, Tony.
I did, when you told me that all of your names were going to come from the thing that I've already forgotten, I did Google it, and then I saw that it was Doctor Who, and I was like, why did I Google this? I couldn't. But I did. Next, it's Aline Sims. Hi, Aline. Aline, we can't hear you.
Ah.
Hi.
Hi.
Call me Wilma the Hunter.
Wilma the Hunter. And last but not least, Annette, I want to say your last name correctly. Is it Wierstra?
That is correct.
Okay.
You've got it.
Last but not least, it's Annette Wierstra.
Hey, I am playing a fire bearer named Pumice.
Pumice. All right. So, in our adventure today, you're all part of a happy, functioning village of cave people / barbarians, living very far up in the north where it's cold and things can be rough. And things have gone on in your little town, your little village for generations without really too much exciting going on until 3 days ago. A massive portion of the glacier near where your village is located gave way with a thunderous roar. And that was scary enough on its own. But once the ice cleared, there were two immense holes in the glacier with green smoke emitting from them. Your town elders met to discuss what that would mean. They assembled in the hut of the ancestors. That was about 3 days ago, and their meeting has finished, and they've emerged. The townspeople gather around them as the elders draw everyone near and start to make their proclamations. People, this is not a problem. This is an opportunity. Times like these are important in the history of our tribe, because these are times when those who have not yet proven themselves will go out in the world and engage in feats of daring do and make something of themselves and prove that they are worthy of taking on the role of being elders and leading our village into the next generation. And so we ask that the bravest, the strongest, those who have not yet proven themselves, step forward and take on this challenge. You'll probably need about 40 of you. Also, please take Merv, Throg, Old Mother, Wilma, and Pumice, because they get underfoot if they're hanging around. I have drawn a map for you. People watching my video, it looks like this. Players, let me move you to this map. People who have played Dungeons and Dragons with me know I spend hours and hours and hours making maps in Photoshop. I have elected a different path today.
I love it.
This is fantastic.
Oh, players, you'll see your village is at the kind of bottom left corner of the map. The glacier, if we have we're only allowed so much of a discussion about units of measurement, or I'm shutting this whole podcast down, just so we're clear. There is a large glacier that your village is kind of, in the shadow of. There's 2 mountains that the glacier spans. There's some goat paths up the mountains that perhaps some of you have, depending on your occupation, have traveled in sometimes. And you can see here on my map, there's a huge pile of rubble in front of the glacier that used to be part of the glacier. There's 2 big holes up on the glacier with green smoke coming out from them. And you have been charged by the village elders with exploring this and figuring out what is going on.
Wow.
I noticed this isn't to scale.
It is not to scale because I did not have a piece of paper that was 3 miles wide. That's how wide the glacier is.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're just soaking in the awesomeness of this map.
It is. It's amazing.
So, you probably have a variety of options for how you could approach things or explore them. But yeah, it sounded like somebody was going to suggest something.
I was going to ask if anybody in the group here is a herder of some sort who would know if the goat paths are a good way to go to get up toward the glacier. I myself am a flint napper, so I take care of business at home. So I haven't traveled those paths.
Well, I do gather things from hither and yon, and sometimes I do have to go up onto the goat paths.
Does the goat path take you to hither or yon?
Well, the
mountain on the left is hither, and the mountain on the right is yon. Canon.
I think that's pretty clear. So
hold on a second. Got to label my map here.
I'm familiar with both of the mountains that exist in the entire world.
Yep. Now who's bragging?
Me.
Yeah.
Throg the Gatherer.
Thank you.
I should warn you, I have a personality of 5, which means I am very unpleasant to be around. Jerk.
Explains so much.
We'll send them first.
So yeah, I know. Have I noticed anything weird about the goat paths? Have they been easier or harder to gather things upon?
Well, certainly it would be probably easier to walk up a goat path than to scale the sheer face of the glacier. You know that from your gathering.
So my gathering skills suggest that walking along these paths is easier, but not as rewarding as climbing these glaciers.
Let's go easier.
I'm with you.
Great. Let's do it.
So are we going to go hither or yon?
I've always liked hither.
Hither is more fun to say.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's go hither. Mm-hmm.
And so you do. All right. Let me read about hither for a second here.
There's a little interstitial video of us walking along hither.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little caption. Would you like me to point out fascinating aspects of hither as we pass it?
Yes.
Yes, please do.
Over there is a goat path. That's where the goats like to walk. Over there is you can sometimes see some goats, and this kind of flattened area that's kind of a walking trail was used by goats.
This stuff. This is goat poop, right?
I guess.
Don't eat it.
You'd probably want to ask.
I'm a fisherman. I am not used to being even out of the village on this side to where the goats are because I'm more of a fish guy. But whatever. Merv's up for it.
I'll keep my eyes open for any obsidian as we climb, or flint. I guess.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you give me, a strength check as you're making your way up the mountain? It's much easier than climbing a sheer glacier wall, that's for sure. But it's rough going up here in the mountains.
We don't know how to do that.
You have a modifier to your strength score.
Is it a D20?
And it's a D20. Yep.
Okay.
15.
X.
13.
3.
6.
Aline, what was that?
3.
I've
been hunting a lot lately.
Aline, Wilma, I think you forgot to stretch.
Yeah, yeah.
So you are making your way up the mountain, up hither, and Aline stumbles a little bit and loses her footing. Wilma, can you do a quick agility check to try and to stay on the mountain?
20. Does natural 20 matter? Because it was not, but
You know what? It's great. It's fine. So you're doing okay. You maybe have not looked great in front of the other people of your tribe.
story of my life.
But you're leading the way, and as the five of you make your way up the mountain, the rest of the tribe of the brave but slightly smarter people hang back and follow in your footsteps as you head up the mountain. So Monty, which is your character's name? Are you Merv?
I'm
No.
Throg the
Sorry.
Gatherer.
Throg. As Throg is pointing out some of his favorite landmarks on hither, you are surprised by the appearance of a saber-tooth ice bear. It manages to sneak up on you on the mountain because it is the color of snow itself, and it lunges at you. So I'm going to ask each of you, here's how we're going to do combat in Dungeon Crawl Classics. You don't actually have to do initiative. The monster is going to do initiative. And the way that will work, I need my dice switcher over here. The monster's initiative is going to be a secret. The monster's initiative determines how many of you get to go before the monster goes. And the monster gets a new initiative roll each turn. So you get to decide who gets to go first, and you'll get to decide who goes second, third, and so on. You don't know when the monster is going to go. So a saber-tooth ice bear rears up out of the snow and lunges at the five of you in front.
Gasp.
Gasp indeed.
Do we have any hunters in the group?
I am a hunter. How
Hunt it.
how does combat work? Like,
You
Do you have a
probably, on your character sheet, have some basic rudimentary weapons, right?
I have a flint hand axe. I made it myself.
Yeah.
I have a spear.
I've got a knife.
same.
I have
and
a harpoon.
It probably says plus something.
Mhm.
No, it says minus something.
0.
Indeed. Oh, Throg, we hardly knew you. So you're just going to roll a d20 and add or subtract that number, and then it probably says next to that how much damage it would do.
Okay. Well,
Right.
I'll go. I am a mighty hunter. I will go first. That's a 13.
All right. Wilma, what are you doing for your attack?
I am throwing a spear at it.
Okay. So, and you got a 13. I'll
Yes.
tell you, a 13 will hit a
Oh,
saber
good.
ice bear. Your spear catches it in its meaty shoulder. The bear roars and bares its fangs, which are
That's why it's called a bear.
indeed.
That's 6 damage.
All right. 6 damage to the bear. Who would like to go next?
I'll go next. I trust this axe.
And that your old mother?
Yes.
Old mother. You step up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And 18.
Wow. Yes. So you
Yeah.
cleave at the bear.
All right. And I will do 1 point of damage.
Okay.
It's not a very big axe.
Thank you. I appreciate that you made the math easy for me. Does anybody else want to go?
Yes, Merv is going to take his harpoon and try to fish this thing. It's like a
think
big
it's
land fish.
a big
What
hairy
is a
fanged
saber-tooth
land.
bear if not a furry fish that is very large and scary?
I rolled a 2.
All right. You're getting your land legs still.
When you're aiming for something that's not in water, you actually have to aim directly at it.
There's refraction and stuff. It's
Refraction.
very confusing. Yeah.
Yes. Have you discovered refraction?
Well,
Merv has.
yeah,
We don't know
I have.
Instinctually
Spend a
later
lot of time in the
character.
water.
doesn't know what it is.
I have a later character that has, but not this one.
I called it the bendy light thing, but yeah, refraction. We'll call it that.
Throg or pumice?
I'll go. Is it just an unmodified D20?
Yeah. Or you may have a negative, right, to yours, I think you said.
Yeah, I have says knife -1.
You're
So
not
that-
great at knives.
You gotta
I'm,
get
I'm
real.
not great at much, except gathering.
So does
that's
that mean you did not knife him?
14 total.
14 will clip the bear.
All right, here comes my 1d4 -1 damage.
Oh, if you roll a 1,
Ooh.
does it get better?
Take 0.
Okay. You are holding hold. This is
Give it a
more
haircut.
Throg. Yeah, Throg, you have gathered some fresh polar bear fur.
That could be useful.
Yeah. And
Insulation.
Pumice.
I'm ready. I've got a spear, so
Yep.
I'm going to throw my spear.
Mhm.
There ain't nothing.
And I get 21.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Wow.
And damage. 3 damage.
All right. You're doing great. So I will tell you, the saber-tooth ice bear basically rolled the lowest it could get on initiative, so all of you got to go before the saber-tooth ice bear. So
What a
now the
chump.
saber-tooth ice bear will go. You know what, Pumice? I think you were the last person to attack it. So the saber-tooth ice bear is going to, let's see. I think it will try to bite at you.
We're ready for this.
It gets a 11 versus your armor class,
Which is 11.
which is 11.
Mhm.
It takes a chunk out of you. It takes 1 hit point of life out of Pumice. How many hit
Oh.
points does Pumice have?
But Pumice only has 1 hit point.
Oh no! Pumice is devoured by the ice bear in one bite. Jason, does anyone have the clock? We are less than 30 minutes in. This is excellent. Annette, can we hear the
I was like,
sound?
you want your sound effect now?
I want this. I want to hear that paper ripped in half, please. Yes.
There goes
Oh,
Pumice.
See ya, Pumice.
It nourishes
was
my
fun.
soul. But thankfully, the rest of the tribe is hanging back. But one brave-ish citizen of the village steps forward. Annette, who is next in line in that proud group? That
We've got Telk, who is actually a hunter. So
Telk.
you know,
Okay.
maybe we got.
Where were you when we needed you, Telk?
I know, right?
All right.
Hiding behind Pumice.
I am gonna re-roll initiative for the bear. Okay. So we're in a new round. So
Does it matter that my character sheet says lucky sign speed of the cobra initiative -1? Is that-
you would, if we were playing with other rules, you would have lower initiative because you have
okay.
unlucky sign. So
Oh. What if my lucky sign is the path of the bear?
Why do you guys have lucky signs? I don't got that.
some
all
people
the
have
notes.
lucky sign. Does it say what path of the bear does?
Melee damage rolls +1. I guess I'm not doing melee though, so
Nope. So that would be
Monty, if all of us had signs, they wouldn't be lucky.
Deep.
Wow.
Wow.
Mm.
All right.
This is our
Merv
one.
is a philosopher.
So
He'll be dead soon.
let me see. So we have Wilma, Old Mother, Merv, Throg, and Talk. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Yep. So it is a new round. Again, you can go in whatever order you want. You don't know when the bear will go.
I'll
I'm
dart
going to
forward.
try again. Old Mother is
Okay, go ahead.
slightly annoyed that my axe didn't take as big a bite as I wanted last time.
Mhm.
Especially after hitting so hard. I really thought it was going to be great. 14.
Okay, you connect with the horrible ice bear.
Yay. This time I do 5 points of damage.
nice.
And I will tell you, you slay the ice bear. Its steaming corpse is lying there in the snow. But
Don't mess with Old Mother.
Old Mother also hears the sound of other ice bears in the distance and suggests that we perhaps not dilly-dally here.
Let's go.
Sorry,
All
Pumice.
right.
The ghost of Pumice thanks you.
We've avenged Pumice.
And so you
Hey,
reach...
Can we avenge Pumice's body and take whatever equipment she had on her? Gather
Which
whatever
was
equipment she had on
an
her?
empty flask, a clay pot, and 25 clay pieces. I assume that's what CPR. Rob my
those-
body.
Those are up for grabs.
I'll gather them for the tribe.
Mm.
What was your weapon?
Oh, it's a spear.
Mhm.
Does someone want a spear?
Yeah, I'll trade up to a spear.
Is it a +0?
It's a +1
Nice.
spear.
Oh, wow.
I think
with,
that-
I think the +1 may be that's actually, it's not that the spear is +1.
Oh, it's my modifier.
Yes, your modifier
do
because
see.
you're what would it be based on? It would
Probably
be
strength.
Yeah.
My strength is
So-
+1.
so probably
Mhm.
Throg, you're unfortunately probably just not great with
Weapons.
I'm sure
not,
not.
not as good as punch.
But I'm
Yeah, I
better with
suspect-
the spear
Gathering.
than I was with the knife.
Yes, the spear will do more damage than a knife. I mean, a spear is basically a long knife, right?
Sure.
When you think
Let's
about
say
it,
yes.
yeah.
Right. So I got a spear, a flask, and 25 CPs.
The tribe has
Right.
a spear.
Yeah. Right. But I gathered the tribe's stuff.
You are the gatherer.
Right.
back at the town, the village elder says, "I think next time we should have more than one gatherer."
Right. Back at town, everything's just piled in random places. No one knows how to put it together.
They need a gatherer. and
Throg is like, "I have a system." So I will say, having defeated the saber-tooth ice bear, you reach the top of Hither without further incident. I'm gonna move your little tokens up to top of Hither. How's that?
Woohoo.
I don't know what you're gonna do next.
Me neither.
What do we
I'm
see?
gonna look around.
All
Yeah.
right.
That-
So you are now on top of Hither, looking down at the glacier.
Creation.
Let me just see if there's anything specific to say about.
We get a different view of our smoking pits.
I don't have another drawing.
And do we
So-
have a path? It does look like there's a path down onto the glacier, I guess.
Yeah,
is the-
I mean, there is probably not a path, but you could make a path.
Wow.
You're adventurers. You know.
Sure we are.
Hey,
Yeah,
I can see
we are
my
now.
house from here.
Yeah, two roads diverge in this awful haunted glacier, and you chose the
Haunted?
horrible one. Spoilers.
Well, it is called the ghost ice, so
Yes,
I feel
it
like
is called the Ghost. So, yeah, I think probably in the 3 days that the elders retreated into the ancestral hut to decide about things, there was a lot of rumors going through town that clearly the ice was haunted and that ice demons were going to come and kill all of you, and and that bad things would happen. But surely those were just rumors, probably started by somebody like Pumice.
and look what end
So-
she came to.
Let's see. So
May she
you
rest in
could,
peace.
yes.
Pieces.
Mm.
At least two.
Remember Pumice?
Vaguely.
Kind of not really, though.
When we first started Total Party Kill, there were all the listeners that were really angry that like people didn't die often enough, and I feel like unfortunately that really got to me now, and now I just want to drown those people in player blood. And unfortunately, that's your blood. Here we are.
Talc's thinking she's doomed.
Mm-hmm. So
Hey, Tony,
Uh,
apropos of nothing, I'd like to recommend that people listen to the Gamma World season of Total Party Kill. It has a great ending, and who knows what happens at the end. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something.
No idea.
Back with that. Everybody should watch the one I ran. or
All right.
listen to. I didn't have a video component.
Go watch it. It's really slow video.
Watch
right.
it in your imagination.
Use your mind.
So from the top of Hither, why don't you give me an intelligence check?
15.
You probably
15.
all have an intelligence modifier.
7.
0.
Wait, Frog, you got a 0?
I rolled a 1 and have a -1.
Throg-
Throg the Gatherer is not great at looking at stuff. but
I'm concerned
gathering
about
stuff.
what you've been gathering.
I just keep looking up
This is
because up
before
is where we've been walking.
glasses?
And we got to the
Yeah.
top of the mountain. I'm still looking up, and I'm like,
yeah.
I don't see anything up here, guys.
Yeah,
The
no one.
sky-
Just checking. No one's an optometrist in this.
Yeah, Throgne's glasses are not invented yet.
Yeah.
I got a
uh,
grappling hook.
Old Mother and Murph sound like you had some good rolls.
Yeah, 15.
15.
All right, so Old Mother and Merv survey things, and you can see that there is there's a path down to the glacier from here, at which point you would be on the top of the glacier. The holes are a good distance below the top of the glacier. I believe on my map I've indicated that they're about 150 feet down the front of the glacier. I will also tell you that with your keen eagle-like eyes, you also notice that there's kind of a large crevasse kind of back on the glacier a ways. So you kind of have to imagine my map is more three-dimensional than it is, but imagine
So any three-dimensional.
yes. Hey, correct. Yes. So there is in the distance on the glacier, it does look like there's some kind of crevasse. Or crevice, if you will.
I won't. I will
No.
not.
Okay.
We will
Sounds
crevasse
like
here.
They're different words.
Fourier argument all over.
You could also just, go across the glacier, nice little 3-mile walk over to Mount Yon, and then just go back down that and go home and say like, nope, nothing happened.
I think we should go.
The other
I wanna-
the other townspeople are behind you, looking at you, just in case you're thinking about that.
I want to peek. I want to peek into this crevasse.
So it looks like it would be it's about a mile back on the glacier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we
sorry, it's significantly further.
Oh, okay.
I think we
I should have made a top-down map, but I wasn't sure if you would even see the crevasse, so I didn't.
We should probably walk toward the area where the smoking holes are, so that we'd be standing like above it to see if we can get a better view of what's happening. But I think whoever goes first should maybe use Pumice's spear to test the ground in front of them. I've heard that is an important thing to do when you're walking across a glacier.
True.
I can go first. One question. Where's this glacier you guys are talking about?
Oh god.
Over there.
I grab
down.
his ear
Over there.
Oh, I
and
got it.
tilt his head down.
Oh, right. Okay, I got it.
I have a spear too. I can poke and hold your hand at the same time.
I'm not very smart or pleasant or strong.
We have not yet discovered what your strengths are.
I'm pretty agile, so I think I should be pretty good at this.
Okay.
And you're also not very intelligent, so you think you'd be pretty good at this.
That's right, I am. We're cavemen, but we've invented the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Yes.
The Dunning caveman effect.
All right, so you make your way out on the ice in the direction of the holes that are still to this day emitting green smoke that's drifting up into the sky above you. Why don't you give me some agility checks as you cross the ice?
19.
8.
8.
Oh no!
6.
Oh, anybody who got below a 10, you have a hard time crossing the glacier. It is slippery. It's a little icy. I'm going to say that you take 1 hit point of damage as at some point you fall and stumble and wipe out on the ice. Did that take any of you out?
No.
No.
Not this time.
Okay.
Old Mother is surprisingly hardy.
Well,
You gotta be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how you
to
start.
last.
That's how she got to be old mother.
Exactly.
Merv really wishes he was back in the sea and not here on this stupid ice, but he's still
Yep.
alive.
But here you
Water
are.
should be
It's-
liquid.
Yeah.
It's a frozen
What?
sea.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
Hey. And so you reach the center of the glacier without further incident. You can see there's a kind of 2 columns of smoke kind of billowing up in front of you. You can see your village from here. You're pretty high up. I don't know if any of you had ever climbed Hither or Yon all the way to the top before,
I'm not.
but it's high up, and the wind is cold and icy, and yeah, it's just
It's
you.
downright unpleasant.
Yeah. The rest of the tribe looks at you expectantly.
So we can't see any more of where the smoke is coming from?
Well, from what you saw climbing up the mountain that below you, there's kind of a vertical drop of about 150 feet to 2 holes with green smoke coming out of them.
Is there anything else that we have seen on the surface, like on the top of the glacier as we've been walking along?
Top of the glacier is just ice and rock and snow and
Have
cold
we invented rope?
I don't have any rope.
I've got a grappling hook. Is that attached to a rope or is it just a hook?
You're a gatherer. You tell me.
Well, it's a grappling hook, so I argue to grapple to anything there has to be a rope attached to it. Plus, it's a whole gold piece, so it's pretty good.
Okay.
I've
How
also
much?
got a basket
How
of-
much? How much
Gold
rope do you
piece
think you got?
or granite piece?
Yeah.
My mistake, granite piece. I also have a basket of vegetables if ever anyone's hungry.
You carry that up the entire mountain?
Yes.
Okay.
I
He's a
always carry a basket of
gatherer.
I think.
Mhm.
I feel like maybe you could have not carried that up the mountain. Maybe you would have been better.
Well,
Maybe.
He knows how unpleasant he is. He wanted to sort of buy people's
And
favor
we're
with
gonna
snacks
get
on the
hungry,
way.
and I take
Yeah.
a bell pepper and I eat it.
Enjoy.
So you. Throg. How long a rope do you think you got attached to this grappling hook?
Well, this is a traditional D&D type world, so 50 feet, obviously.
Okay. So the holes are about 150 feet below you. I would have also accepted 150 feet.
Will you accept 150 feet now?
Sure.
All right.
Otherwise, this adventure real short.
My mistake, everybody.
Fifty
There's
feet
another
to be
100
exact.
We could slide down. I have a
This-
pelt.
This coil just keeps going. It's,
Yeah.
It's 150 feet. All I have to do is hook the hook up here, and then we can just rappel down to these holes. It'll be simple.
That
No one's
makes
gonna
perfect sense to me.
What could go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Wilma's not so
Well, he's
sure.
really agile too, so he should
Yeah.
totally be the one to do that.
Here, watch this.
Oh, there he goes.
What kind of roll is it?
I assume you're gonna kind of secure the grappling hook, and
No, he throws
No.
he throws the grappling
throws
hook
it down.
off and then
Right.
jumps.
No, I jump, and then while I'm in the air, I kind of fling it back towards the thing.
okay, unnecessary. Throg, I'm gonna say that's an agility check.
Ooh. I rolled a 1, but I get a +1 on it.
Throg, you fall to your death.
Oh,
Remember me as a gatherer.
Throg, I'm sorry. That
It's
seems
Mr.
harsh,
Vegetables.
but you literally rolled a 1, and if you had not jumped before you had thrown it, I feel like that would have helped.
Oh, does that mean everything I was carrying is gone to the party?
Did he at least
Yeah.
position the grappling hook before
Yeah.
he fell?
The grappling hook is hooked there on a ledge of ice. The rope is kind of dangling down below. I don't know if you want to. I mean, it seems like perhaps if somebody was to go first and do some securing of the rope, that might make it easier for everybody else. Rolling a 1 is not great. So as we take a moment to remember Throg, our second player death in hour 1 of this podcast. Somebody brave with a tear in their eye steps forth from the tribe to join the group.
Throg was my brother. I am Gronk the Hunter. I am significantly stupider than my brother Throg.
Oh no.
But I am a hunter. I have a backpack, and I have a spear. Should have had me up front when that stupid ice bear is coming. I could have killed it right away.
Well,
That's on you.
what's your agility like?
Incredibly, even better than my brother Throg.
I think we have a candidate to
Mhm.
go
I
down.
feel like Throg would want you to,
No,
Yeah.
go
To
over.
succeed where he failed.
no
Right.
problem.
Yes.
Ooh. Well, I have a +2, which makes that a 3.
Oh, the brothers.
Monty, I'm gonna send you a second PDF just in case.
I'm crying a little.
Oh,
Wow.
all right.
So much for Grog
sorry,
the Hunter.
let me write that name down before I delete it again. That was Gronk.
Gronk the Hunter.
The
Okay.
Hunter.
The hunter.
All right.
Oh my god.
Who do you got after Gronk?
Somebody else steps forward. He is everybody knows him. He's Crinkle non-goblin. He's an orphan. He was found in a basket at birth. Everybody knows him. He's Crinkle. He's not a goblin.
He was gathered in a basket.
He speaks the languages common and goblin and has a weird
Not a
trinket
goblin.
from a former tribe, which is a small statue of a goblin.
Not a goblin.
Not a goblin.
Not a goblin.
All right.
So
I'm really looking for somebody to
Occupation, orphan.
or
Roll more than 3.
It's a great occupation.
are we ever gonna get
Growth industry.
I'm scared to do this, but I will try climbing down.
All right. Can you give me an agility check?
I hope so. 14?
All right. So Wilma secures I've already forgotten his name, Throg's grappling hook, and climbs down. It is a somewhat precarious climb. And you well, let's say that you have some simple spikes along the way that you're able to kind of like secure the rope and make it safer for others. And Wilma, you are the first to appear in front of one of the holes. I don't know which one you want to go in. There's one on the left and one on the right. I don't know if your people have
The
named them
hither
yet.
or the yon?
Yeah. They are spaced about 30 feet apart, so you probably had to decide before you got down there. And you're kind of climbing down into this like column of green vapor that's wafting up from these openings. Each of the holes is about 5 feet in diameter and extends into the glacier.
Okay, well, does it smell like noxious or anything like that?
You know, it smells kind of sweet.
It's minty.
It's like a candy factory? What's happening? Are the elves here?
I'm going next.
Probably a candy factory.
So I'm going to say
think-
that you have reached the tunnel safely.
Okay.
The question is going to be: will old mother Merv, Crinkle, or Talk also join you?
I'll go. I'll give it a
All
go.
right. I will say now
This
that
is
now that Wilma has done the hard work, it'll be easier. So I need everybody to do a agility check. I need you to beat 5.
Oh boy.
I got my fingers crossed for Monty.
I'm just going to
Or-
change dice real quick. Don't mind.
No,
Not goblin friend.
I rolled
So-
a 20.
Wow.
Nice.
I got 19.
All right.
I got 19.
Okay.
That was easy. What's the other
19.
guy?
Nice.
Where were these dice rolls minutes ago? I feel like also that should have been a 10. DC 10. I didn't want us to hang out on rope all day. You know how I feel about rope and adventures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Wilma,
Now, I imagine the whole group is also now following us down the
yes,
ropes.
indeed. They're taking their time.
A
They're
certain
not-
percentage of them fall to their deaths, and the rest
Yes.
are fine. Those are all the guys who use Monty's dice.
Wilma, did you pick the Hither tunnel or the Yon tunnel?
Heather.
All right. So we're sticking with Hither in this adventure.
It's closer. It makes more sense.
It just does. So the tunnel, it kind of curves a little bit. It seems like it's kind of curving in the direction of Mount Hither, inside of the glacier. It's almost like a tube. This tunnel that you're in is completely smooth, and it's like a perfect circle. And the walls of it are kind of warm and kind of like make you feel tingly when you touch them.
Ooh, I like it.
So it's not like ice.
As far as you can tell, the smoke, the green vapor, it's harmless. It's got that kind of minty, sweet smell to it. It does seem to limit your vision to about 20 feet in front of you, because the tube does seem to be completely full of smoke. So did everybody made it down? We didn't have to create any new characters?
Right?
Okay.
Of course we made it down. That was easy. What are you talking about?
Okay. So you assemble in the tube. Let me just check something for a second. Do I have a map to show you? I do. I just need to copy your characters. Bear with me a second.
Those characters are our intellectual property.
Are they? Didn't I provide them to
Intellectual
you?
might be stretching it a little bit.
I mean, you provided the raw numbers, which, by the way, on Crinkle Non-Goblin are amazing.
Okay.
Easily my most powerful character.
Well, probably he will die embarrassingly.
He's got no minuses at all.
Wow.
Again.
Yeah,
randomly
old mother's pretty kick ass. And like I just shuffled her to the top, so totally random.
I'm moving you to a map. If we need a map, we have a map. You'll see yourselves down toward the bottom of the screen once it loads for you.
Oh, yep. I just had to scroll.
Yep, you may have to scroll.
Here we go.
All right. And so you proceed into the tube. Now, I'll tell you, the tube is pretty narrow. So I think we're going to need to have a marching order. Wilma, would I assume that you're at the front because you led the way?
Sure.
Who was next after Wilma? Talk? Were you the first person down the tube or down
Yeah.
the?
I'll go second.
And then I think I was next.
All right. Talk, old mother, and then who's bringing up the rear, Merv or Crinkle?
Merv.
All right.
Yeah, protect the orphan. I'm just
Yeah.
an orphan.
All right. So Wilma, as you are progressing into the tube, it's very strange. You feel like you've been traveling for some ways, and you can hear something in the distance.
Is it the
I hear
shuffling
something
of
in the distance.
40 people behind us?
Why don't you? You hear the shuffling of 40 people in the distance behind you. Why don't you roll an intelligence check to see what you can hear in the front of you?
Listen smartly.
Yeah.
I listened 5 smart.
Smart.
Sounds like a lot of footsteps, but kind of quiet. Talk. I'll tell you're up near the front too. Why don't you do an intelligence check also?
Talc, like talcum powder.
I'm at 17.
You hear it's kind of a chittering sound. It sounds like it might be somewhat insect-like, Talc.
I suggest everybody gets their weapon out.
All right.
Unless we want to try the other tunnel, swing over.
Merv gets his harpoon out and says, I hope there are fish up there.
Maybe
As
bait
Merv
her.
says
Like shrimp.
the side of the wall behind Merv's head explodes, and a centipede crawls into the tunnel, separating your group from the rest of the group behind you.
Yeah, that's not a fish.
How big is this centipede?
They're
This
like this
centipede-
big.
This
Step on
centipede
it.
is about 3 feet long.
You
And
should
it's
see
got
the
a
butterfly.
a strange kind of stone-like protrusion on the front of its head that's like
Caterpillar, I know.
heated up
He's
that
a
allowed it
fisherman.
to like burrow through the earth.
A
Another
centipede
one,
with only 3 feet. Well, that never.
another one
tripod.
skitters up by Wilma.
I don't like these guys. These are
well-
not fish.
These are not fish at all. There's going to be, spoiler.
Well, you're the
There's gonna be a lot
expert.
of things that are not fish in this adventure.
Taste flint, little bud.
What? I was
See, I
promised
would've
fish.
I would
Why
have
did-
thought
why
they was
did-
fish.
Why am I a fisherman? Why am I here? Anyway.
All
Don't
right.
fish have lots
So,
of flags.
Here's how this is going to work. I've got 2 dice. I'm going to roll them. These are the initiative for the 2 centipedes. I got a front centipede and a back centipede. The front centipede has, you know what? They have initiatives. I'm going to try and track their hit points correctly. But they have these boar bugs have burrowed out of the tunnel and are basically trapping you in that there's one in front of Wilma and one behind Merv. The rest of the tribe has hung back to see whether you all are going to get devoured by large centipedes.
This tribe is useless. I'm sorry, but
Again, you get to decide who goes first and who and second and so on. But at some point, the centipedes will go.
Can I reach either one of them since I'm like right in the middle?
You are right in the middle. That might be tricky. You might
'Cause
want to
I don't have any kind
You
of
might-
throwing.
You might want to wait for someone to die.
All right. Well, Merv's going to take a stab at it with his harpoon.
Get him, Merv. Mess him up.
8.
Yeah.
Merv, you continue to have challenges with creatures that are not fish. The centipede skitters around the wall as you fail to connect with it with your harpoon. All right, so Merv has gone. Who is next?
Can I bash that one with my club if it like ran up on the wall kind of towards us? 'Cause
Yeah,
was
I
right in
think
front of her?
Wilma and Talk would have no trouble hitting the front one, and Merv and Crinkle could easily hit the back
Right.
one. Old Mother's in a bit of a different situation unless you have any kind of ranged weapons. Old Mother.
I had a piece of flint I could throw, but I'll wait and see what
We'll
else.
find out. Crinkle
Taste club, jerk. 7.
versus AC. You also fail to attack
Get it.
the centipede. How about we jump to the front of the group?
yeah, I'm gonna go for the one in front of me. 6.
All right. Well, at least these are not
Descending.
the rolls that determined you're climbing down the glacier.
True.
Yes.
Talk.
Okay,
Or
tell
tack?
throwing.
Talk?
16.
Nice. Finally.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds better.
Would you like to roll damage?
And 3 damage.
All right.
All right. If there's still time for me,
There is
to-
not. They
go,
get to
okay.
go after
Oh.
4 players have gone.
Gotcha.
So the centipedes are skittering about. They have the choice of ramming you or biting you. They are going to ram you. Let's see. Sorry, I'm flipping back between a lot of screens here. So, Talc, you definitely connected with a centipede. So a centipede does not like that.
It's like, here we go.
I think I rolled a 4, so that will not hit.
Nope.
And Crinkle,
Yeah.
a 9. A third centipede bores into the hole right above your head, old mother. So it uses its turn to get there.
I got
So,
an AC 10,
good
so I
news.
don't care about your 9.
Yeah. So there are now 3 horrible centipede creatures in the tunnel with you.
Yeah.
Can I attack the one that just appeared above me now? That
Yeah, you can.
I'm going to swing at it with my flint hand axe. East flint. I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Ah.
All right. So
That flint
everybody
broke.
has gone. So I'm going to re-roll for the centipedes. And who would like to go first?
I want to try again. That was embarrassing.
All right.
All right, let's try this again. Oh, that is a 19.
That'll hit.
Hooray. All right. For 5 points of damage.
All right. 5 points of damage on the middle centipede. It does
The
not look
middle
like
one.
it's in great shape. Who wants to go next?
Talk will
will.
take another swing.
Help, do it.
Which one are you going to swing at? Because you've got 2 now that you could reach.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you know what? Let's go. I'm going to go with the one that was swinging at me at the front, though, because I'm a
Okay.
little pissed at it. 11.
11 will hit the centipede.
Yeah. And 8 points of
Wow.
Whoa!
Look at you go.
And that centipede had
I was
already
really
taken
mad.
some damage. You
Yep.
slay that centipede. There are only 2 centipedes
Yes.
remaining.
All right, Merv is still focused on this not fish back here that he can't. hit.
Indeed, you are.
That's a 1.
All right.
Stupid
There's
not
a lot of
fish.
ones in this game.
Come back
the
here.
2 centipedes go.
Swim slower.
So I've got the middle centipede and the back centipede, right? So,
Mhm.
just
Yeah, come get some.
where did my dice thingy in roll 20?
I'm old and stringy. You don't want to eat me.
Crinkle non-goblin ain't afraid to use. My only reference points for orphans are like Newsies.
Apparently.
Hey, Mr. Centipede,
Andy.
do you want the latest morning edition?
Extra.
Centipedes invade lava tube. Yeah.
A centipede attacks Kringle with a 5 versus AC.
That's nothing.
I guess it's actually a 6 versus AC. That's not very impressive. And an even less impressive one on Old Mother. So, who has not already gone this round?
Me.
I haven't.
All right. Why don't you go, Wilma, and then Crinkle?
Okay. What? I'm having a hard time visualizing which
Yeah.
are near me.
There's one that's right in drop down, kind of in the middle. So you have Old
Yeah,
Mother,
you
I think, already wounded a bunch. So
Yep.
you can attack that one without issue.
Okay, I'll go for that.
Mhm.
2.
2 will not hit a centipede.
Did you roll a 1 on the die? And that
No, I rolled a 2.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make
Natural
sure. that was
2.
Natural
Mhm.
2.
natural.
It's so close. It's only one off, really.
I
if
like
you
the
think about
concept of a natural 2.
Unmodified it anyway. A 2.
Crinkle, I think you're last.
All right, I'm going to smash up the middle one, which has been damaged.
Indeed.
I leap forward and swing my club against it. And I rolled an 8.
All right. So re-rolling for the centipedes.
Ah,
All right. They did not go great. So several of you are going to get to go before they get another turn.
Merv
Who wants
is
to be first?
Merv is alone back here with this back one, I think.
This
So,
fresh mint condition centipede
ooh, mint. There's all sorts of mint things here. 16.
that
Oh,
you connect with the terrifying centipede. It hisses at you.
3 damage.
3 damage. It tries to skitter away. It makes a sound like a million nerds skanking, but it doesn't make it out of there. All right, who's next?
me. I want to smash that one.
Crinkle.
The
I'm
back
swinging
one?
back to the back one. Me
Yeah.
and we're going to mess you up, centipede. 3.
Bold words, Crinkle.
Just little. Crinkle's just little.
All right.
Not a goblin.
Wilma, Old Mother, talk.
I'll go.
Go for it, Wilma.
This is my third for the day. Third roll D20. That's an 11.
That will connect with the centipede.
Okay.
I'm I'm just hoping you kill this one so I can take a step back and attack the rear one.
Natural 8. Plus 1 is 9.
Wow.
That kills the middle centipede. The
Ooh.
back centipede gets to go now. The back centipede will attack Merv. 16 versus AC.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Oh, Merv.
Merv.
Look out!
Merv, the centipede tries to burrow into your chest. You
Ooh.
take 3 points of heat damage.
Oh,
Not a fish.
no!
Oh, we hardly knew him.
Where are we gonna get fish now?
There goes Merv.
You knew so much
Hmm.
about fish.
In
All
seeing
right.
that, can I step toward the centipede
Yes.
and attack it now?
Yes, its head is stuck inside Merv's torso.
Oh, we can just leave.
Merv!
No, well, it is in between you and the rest of your group.
Anybody want to guess what I just rolled?
1.
1.
Good job, guys. What's happening?
Who has not
I haven't gone.
Yeah.
go for it, Talk.
Let me try.
Montalk.
I got a 19.
All right, roll damage.
4 damage.
All right, that centipede is in bad condition, but it's still there. It is going to roll initiative. And the centipede gets to go first. The centipede pulls itself out of Merd's body. And Kringle, I think you're next.
Come get some, chump.
It's going to try and bite you.
You want some delicious? Oh dear.
Oh, no.
Why does
The
that say
centipede has
20,
rolled a natural 20.
Oh no.
The centipede does 1d3 of bite damage.
Bring it. I got 3 hit points.
Well, I rolled 2, so you're on borrowed time. The
Gonna-
centipede's horrible little pincers grab your leg and pinch it.
Oh no, my leg, it's been pinched.
Yeah. All right. But now all of you are free to go before it gets another turn.
Me first.
Did somebody step forward from the?
I think not yet. I think because this is blocking, we'll find out who is next in line for Jason after the centipede is resolved.
I would like
So-
to go first and frantically smash at my leg with my club.
Do it.
Ooh, 14.
That'll hit.
Just not
I
too hard on your leg.
dropped my D4. That's going to come in handy later when I need to stab something through my foot. 4.
4
Nice.
damage.
4 damage.
4 damage is enough to kill it. You club it wildly as it's attached to your leg until it stops wriggling and you are able to pry it free. And for a moment,
Yeah.
things are quiet and peaceful here in the tunnel. Our adventurers have survived a climb up Mount Hither.
Merv
They've,
didn't.
well, some of our adventurers have survived a climb up Mount Hither.
No, we
Slightly,
didn't.
slightly smaller subset have survived the climb down the treacherous glacier, and an even smaller subset has survived the terrible battle with the centipedes in the spooky mint-flavored tubes. What will happen next time on Total Party Kill? I don't know. It's really kind of hard to speculate what's going to happen. This is a game we really create as we go along, so I don't have like a little teaser or anything. Yeah. See you next time. The end.
That's a good close. I like it.
Yeah.
That seemed like a great time since it was exactly an hour, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
How are people doing?
I want to go get a Coke. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I want to get a ginger ale because my voice is getting
Woo.
sad.
This is the first time I've done this newfangled thing where we take
Yeah.
a break in the middle. It's awesome. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Great.
let's take a 5-ish minute break and regroup.
See you soon.
All right, be right back. I got some more dice because using software dice is not improving my life.
I'm going to do a thing when we come back.
Okay. Do I need to know what kind of thing?
I'm going to claim to be reading this.
Okay.
D&D sounds, D&D sounds, D&D sounds.
Oh, Monty, your joints sound awful.
They sure do.
Seven watching us not do anything right now. Hello, Seven.
Hello, Seven.
There's a couple people on the audio stream, so that's cool too.
Hello, audio stream.
Audio streamers, we are on YouTube. You can look at the Total Party Kill Twitter account, or you can just Google the Incomparable Podcast YouTube and find that page, and it's there. Oh, we lost somebody entirely. Laleen went away.
I
I'm
think she
here.
might have just turned off her camera.
Ah, clever.
Mm-hmm.
Dice.
Monty sounds like he's filling a piggy bank.
I
Full of
just
its
had to
clay
go
pieces.
old school with this next run. So I'm digging out the first dice I ever bought.
Oh,
Aw.
Very glittery.
look how pretty.
Oh, very nice. I was given my first dice. I don't actually remember what I bought first.
I just bought this new fancy set with Erica.
Yes, I helped pick them out.
Yep.
They're very
They're
nice.
orange and silver.
I'm trying not to buy any more until Emerald City Comic Con.
My first were these kind of like patterny
Yeah.
blue
Ooh.
ones that I got at
Mhm.
Comic Con,
Nice.
and then I later got this set, which are the transparent purple.
I like those.
And of course, for D20s, the giant D20.
Nice.
Does it light up?
It does not, but it is.
Oh, it's big.
It's here. Sorry,
Ooh.
large
very fun.
D20.
He
This
could
is-
just be holding it differently. It's forced perspective.
true.
and They're exactly the
They're the
same.
same size. What?
This is definitely the first die I bought separately, like on its own. It's kind of
Oh, that looks well loved.
a translucent orange one. I've got my original basic D&D dice in here somewhere. 3 of them anyway.
I got these at my first Gen Con. There was a booth that was just giving out free dice.
Neat.
All right, should we dive back into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm still recording. Everyone else is.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
I've been doing some research. Going to get proper old school in my role playing next.
Nice.
Wow.
Awesome.
I like how TPK is branching out to all these different wacky variations in role playing games and stuff. It's good.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. No, that was great, Monty. We got the
Wait a second.
background dice rolling.
Let's wait for Aline to come back. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, there she.
I see Aline. Welcome back to Total Party Kill, the podcast where we play Dungeons and Dragons or other role-playing games for your amusement. I'm your Dungeon Master, Tony Sindelar. Today we are continuing our adventures in the Dungeon Crawl Classic system in the Frozen in Time adventure. When we last left our adventures, Jason was totally dead, and the rest of our players had just survived a dangerous battle with some terrifying centipedes that attacked them in this tunnel deep beneath this glacier. So I think, dealing with the dead is always the first order of business. The rest of the tribe shuffles down the tube behind you. One of them is unfortunately at the front, and that person is...
Chuck, the dwarf. Hi, everybody. I'm Chuck. I'm a dwarf, if you didn't notice.
Not a human, huh? I don't know if I trust people who ain't humans.
I'm also a dwarf.
Flint nappin's my game.
Okay, I was going to ask if dwarf was your profession, because...
No, my profession is dwarven flint napper.
Well, maybe you steal dwarves.
Maybe. Anyway, I know a lot of languages, and I can see in the dark.
All right. So, do we reintroduce people or no?
Probably should.
All right.
Yes, it's very
At this
important.
point, since the characters are revolving so swiftly, I think it's important we do.
Sure. All right. Annette Wierstra, tell us who you're playing.
Right now, I'm playing Talc. How long that will last, we're not sure. But
Talc has been doing pretty good so far. This is only your second character, right?
It is, and she is a hunter.
Monty Ashley, what's your dead count?
Two of my characters have sadly fallen off of a mountain. That was Throg the Gatherer and Grunk the Hunter. I am now playing Crinkle Non-Goblin, who is definitely not a goblin, just an ordinary orphan, which is the kind of profession you get in caveman societies, it turns out.
It's a confusing economy.
You'd think we'd have a lot of orphans the way we're going through characters.
That's a common profession.
Aline Sims.
I am Wilma the Hunter, and this is so far my only character, so knock on wood.
Yeah, and you have been, leading the pack here, so you're in borrowed time as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Hold
I
on,
feel it.
let me put some notes next to your character name here.
Oh.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Next to die.
Okay.
Speaking of next to die, Erica Ensign.
Yeah, I am still playing Old Mother, who is also a dwarven flint napper and has taken a point of damage, but is still feeling pretty hardy.
Not everybody can live through a single point of damage here on Dungeon Crawl Classics.
That's true.
Pumice
That's true.
Stone.
Old Mother has seen so much in her years.
Wilma, I will give you this opportunity. Do you want to continue to lead the group through these tunnels?
Does anyone have a better strength than 12?
That's exactly what mine is.
No, I have
That's
a
pretty
10.
strong.
Okay, I'll go ahead. I'll stay in front.
All right, Wilma, as you continue to push deeper through these very strange tubes with their smooth, silvery surface that, is kind of tingly to the touch, and that green vapor is still all around you, limiting your vision. The air also feels like it's getting warmer as you push further and further down the tube, and the tube is kind of curving in a very just slightly as you move through it. But all of you are probably getting kind of hot and sweaty under your the heavy furs and hides that you would have worn up on the glacier. And up ahead, Wilma, you can see a shaft of light is kind of pouring into the tunnel. It looks like there's some kind of opening in the wall of the tunnel on your right, leading off in the direction away from the tunnel itself, which kind of continues to curve in the distance. Can you see that on the map?
Mm-hmm.
So you are at a veritable crossroads.
Is there smoke in both directions?
There's a decent amount of smoke everywhere, I'll say.
Can I know there's no perception check. Intelligence check?
Sure.
And see if I hear anything suspicious from either direction.
Give me an intelligence check.
15.
It seems quiet in both directions.
Okay. I don't hear anything. Does anyone have any thoughts on which way we should go?
Hither.
Yeah, so
Hither's
I
been
get turned
so
around inside. I don't know which way that is.
Yeah, I don't know if hither is an option.
the left fork. Let's kind of hug hither.
I think straight is hither.
Yeah.
So I will. This is clearly a side passage. It's smaller and narrower than the tunnel itself. So you want to stick in the tunnel?
Oh, okay. Well,
If I
maybe-
peek down that side passage, can I see the end of it?
Yeah, just barely. It's hard to make out in the fog, but it looks like there is some kind of terminus of that passageway a little ways ahead.
So I have infravision. Can I see further if I go
Do you
down
want
there?
to? You may need to kind of ask for permission to squeeze up to the front of the group. Given
I
that-
also do, and I'm closer to.
Okay.
Right, other dwarves are present as well. I probably
Dwarf
learned
power.
from old mother. She probably gave me my first flint napping lessons.
Mhm.
I don't actually know how infravision works because the issue here is smoke, not darkness.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
So, but yeah.
Hey Chuck, I really admire how you're just so open about being a dwarf. Some people
It's
probably
just who
would
I
feel-
am. It's how I was made. I was raised by
I-
dwarves. I was taught to flint nap by dwarves. That's who I am.
I admire you, man.
Thanks, little guy.
All right.
I kind of okay. So I feel it's a trap, right? But I
does-
want to check it
does
out.
Does he not
course
know
it's a
he's a
trap.
goblin?
I'll kill you. I'll kill
I
you.
was whispering to him. He can't hear me. Unless he's got that goblin listening.
His ears do seem slightly large for an orphan.
An orphan. Little green.
Yeah, I will follow
I assume that's
whichever
just
way Wilma wants to go.
a nutritional issue.
Just the smoke. Everything in here is green. You can't prove anything by that, guys. Come on.
I want to check out the tunnel,
The tunnel or
The-
the side passage?
the side passage.
All right. Wilma is going to lead the way into the side passage. Who wants to follow?
Cal hoists her spear as high as she can.
Yep.
And says,
All right. Old
I'm
mother.
in.
All
Yep.
right.
I
Critical
will
shock.
follow.
All right.
Where we're going.
So the side passage goes about 30 feet before it reaches its end. Wilma, there is kind of a square hole, and there's something very strange. It's almost like a metal net has been kind of strung across the tunnel ahead of you, the side passage here. You can't. It's kind of blocking your path. It's strange. It's like this very fine metal net that has been put in place here.
Well, is it vertical or like on the?
It's
Like the
it's
floor.
blocking. It is blocking the passageway. So floor to,
Oh.
we're in a tube, but floor to ceiling.
There's
Are they keeping
definitely
chickens down here?
probably fish.
I have a crowbar.
Showed what to do.
Oh.
If you want to try using my crowbar to like see if you can bust it, lever it out of the way. We know about levers. We might not have wheels, but we got levers.
Yeah, which
Priority.
simple machines have you created?
No pulleys.
This is. I don't know. What do y'all think?
I'm scared of it, so I want to attack it. By attack it, I mean just try to like see if I can lever part of it away from the wall with my crowbar.
All right, I defer to your wisdom, old mother. Yeah.
So
I guess since I'm in front still, I'll take that and hit
Yeah,
the mesh.
go.
All right, give me a strength check.
8.
It's enough. You hit the mesh soundly with that you used old mother's crowbar, and it just kind of the whole thing kind of as one piece pops forward and clatters to the ground. And beyond, now that this strange metal net is no longer blocking your way, you can see a large chamber ahead of you. It's more green smoke in the air, but there's all kinds of weird, bulky shapes in there, and maybe some kind of strange lights that seem to be flashing, turning on and off. Let me move you to another map just to.
Don't you mean flames like appearing and disappearing?
Indeed.
I don't know what this turning on and off thing means. That's just
Like
weird.
magic.
Can I have my crowbar rack, please?
Yes.
What's your crowbar back? Crowbar back. Crowbar back.
What would a crowbar be made out of? Is it like petrified wood or something?
Crow.
Metal.
Yeah,
It's the bones of a crow. Come on.
Of course.
We're at least Bronze Age, clearly.
I guess.
there's a lot of discussion about what age you are in the village. That's
Yeah.
always.
They think the latest and greatest things they refer to as the Bronze Age because they don't know if there's anything better than that.
Can you move your tokens to the top right corner of the map? You'll see there's kind of a thing there.
Oh, I see.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think I might have moved mine to.
Place that you can't see.
Yeah,
Yep.
mine's.
I
mine's
couldn't
in the
quite get
black
far
area.
enough.
I'm sorry.
I moved to lean. Sorry.
Oh no, where's people's tokens?
I couldn't find my token. Was like, what is happening?
Mine's probably right about there.
Yeah, I think
It's
I
on the
lost
top,
mine
the
around
top right,
here.
that 2-1 and 2-2, tube A. Is that what we're doing here, Tony?
Yeah. I just can't see their
Oh,
token.
here I am. Okay.
Yeah, I'm somewhere in this neighborhood. Is where I let go of it.
Oh no. Hold on. You know what? I just realized I could do that's even easier. What? I'm just gonna paste them in. Nope. That didn't work. Who is there? All right, Aline, Monty, Jason.
Everybody
don't
else,
see-
rip up your
Oh my-
characters.
I thought I
Yes.
was there.
Your characters did not survive the dangerous drag from one night to
Oh, here
another.
I'm somewhere
Roll
over
20.
here. There we are.
Okay, so is the only person that's missing Erica?
I'm missing.
Hold on.
Old
no.
woman, old mother.
It's all right. In the Doctor Who episode, she gets called old woman and old mother, so I'll answer to either.
One is a name, one is a title, or one is a descriptor, right?
I guess.
Old
All right,
mother is an
Erica,
old
I
woman.
dropped you there.
Mhm.
So, all right.
Woo.
So yes, you are in some kind of strange chamber. There's all these bulky shapes, weird, strange rock formations like nothing you've seen before. Weird little fires that seem to snuff out and then reignite in strange lights, and it's still, lots of heavy green fog.
This reminds me of a level in the Star Trek Sega Genesis game, the Next Generation game.
Wow.
Cave people had
Did
that.
everybody die at the end of that game?
I did.
It's gonna be just like that.
Intricate circuit puzzles to figure out here.
Mhm.
Did we come in from the left side?
You did. You approach from the left side. So there are many strange objects in here as you kind of explore this weird, strange place that perhaps this is where the ice demons live inside the glacier. There is another similar tube shaped exit to this room on the far side from where you entered. Yeah.
I think we better bash this stuff up just to be sure it's dead.
That might anger the gods.
Yeah.
Do you want to bash into the trade?
Telk starts pushing some things with her spear.
Hey.
All right. Give me a let's see. Give me a roll on a d6 there, Talk.
1 through 5, you die.
6.
You got 6.
I did get 6.
All of the lights in the room turn off, and you're plunged into darkness.
I can still see.
Yep, me too.
Mm-hmm.
If she pushes in the exact same spot again, they
You
turn
could
back
try.
on.
You could try.
Don't we have a flame bearer?
Oh no.
That was
he
Pumice,
did have
wasn't
a
it?
flame bearer, but he's dead.
I do
Alas.
have a flask of oil, but
You guys should definitely start just dousing things in oil.
it's only a flask.
Yeah, I don't have a
This is
torch or anything like that.
precious.
Torch.
But
Well,
but
Chuck, you got any flint on you?
Yeah.
Could you use it to spark something up? Maybe set fire to something, and we could see. Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
What here is
Huh?
flammable?
We
I mean, we
don't
could
know
take-
till you start sparking stuff
It's-
up.
Yeah.
really
Mostly-
hot in here. We don't need our furs. We could take could rip off part of
Oh
somebody's
yeah.
fur,
Ugh, that's
Uh,
gonna smell good.
tie it around the this crowbar, douse it in oil, and we
It's a
can use our
living.
flint.
Burning
Telk
crow.
has an extra animal pelt.
Oh, there we go. We'll just
So we
use a
can
little
do
bit of
that.
the animal.
All right, I'm going to set an animal pelt on fire.
Just
All right.
once we've tied it to a crowbar to make a torch.
Mm-hmm.
Does that take my whole flask of oil, or
No. No.
okay?
Please.
I'm like,
Okay, so
Don't
can
be one of
everybody
those
find-
people who squeezes on all of the fluid to light the briquettes. You don't need that much. It's dangerous.
Mhm.
Or is this where we discover that the green smoke is actually flammable and just kaboom? We just blew up hither.
Let's find out.
well, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm Flint. Do I need to roll for Flint, or am I fine? I'm a professional flint
yeah.
napper, sir.
Let me just check here for a second. Yeah, you're pretty good at this, right?
Between the two, I trained him. I think he's
Yeah.
great.
Give
It's
me-
in
give
our
me the-
occupations.
We
Give me
got
a-
two professional.
What happens when you
flintnappers
rub two flintnappers together?
here. Like, if you need
Sparks
somebody to-
fly, people.
If you
Sparks
need someone
fly.
to orphan it up, I'm here to orphan. They nap flint, I orphan.
All right, Chuck, give me a luck check.
Okay. 16.
All right. You successfully only ignite the piece of hide that you were trying to light on fire. You are now holding a flaming piece of fur and hide. You have discovered a horrible smell. It does provide
It's all.
basic illumination for this room, I guess. I don't know.
We already
Nobody
smell.
touch anything.
Yeah,
Don't-
you gotta stay close to Chuck if you want to be able to see anything, I guess.
Or he could just pass it off to somebody else who
Here,
needs
somebody else hold this flaming, awful, stinking.
Yeah, I don't
pile
want
of
it.
fur.
Here, you
I'll
take
take
it,
it.
not a goblin.
Hey, yeah. Wonderful.
What else do orphans do?
No, you'll find out.
He already smells, so why not?
hmm
All right,
Okay.
now I got the flame.
All right.
I'd like to be clear. None of your characters have discovered hygiene yet. You're cave people. Let's not cast stones at the orphan.
Let's,
Yeah, we do enough of that on Saturdays.
Yeah, or Stone Day as they call it. Yeah. So you are
We
stumbling around in the
continue through
darkness.
this room.
After a couple of minutes, the lights do turn back on, and you have a slightly better view of what's going on in this room. When I say slightly better, I mean the same as before.
I don't like this. I think we should move on through. I don't like this place.
Yeah, I
I
tend
don't
to agree.
understand it. I feel overawed and overwhelmed. And I don't like that feeling at all.
I don't understand much.
So I think we
Are we
should head
going
on.
back or out the other exit?
I think we should go back
I
because
like
we already we've kind of scouted, so we already know what's
Is
in
the
the
other
other
tube-
direction if we go back. So if we go,
Does the other tube look any different?
You want to? Why don't you
Chuck's
Certainly.
going over there. Chuck's checking out the
tell
other
me
two.
where you want to look in the various places in this room? Since I just left your tokens at the door.
Ah.
And you have so far figured out how to turn the lights off.
I wandered out into the middle of the room over here.
Okay. So Crinkle, lots of strange giant slabs of stone with strange pulsing little flames on them.
Are these stone?
Not like any stone you've experienced before.
Are they metal?
Sure.
We do. I feel like we do know what metal is if we have things like knives and harpoons.
Yeah, a stone knife.
Yeah, they could be stone. They are of a material that is unfamiliar to you.
All right. Weird. What do you suppose this does?
Even you realize that the light from above is not from torchlight, but from some kind of. It's almost like there's a frozen pond in the ceiling of this room.
Talca's afraid to touch anything in case she angers the gods again.
Mhm.
I will
Learned
tell you,
your
anyone
lesson.
who kind of ventures
Totally.
into the center of the room, there's a strange kind of sculpture in the kind of southern corner of this. Is this a octagonal room? Yeah, it's octagonal. You've never been in an octagonal room before. It's all new to you.
don't even know what octagonal means.
Yeah.
Nope. No idea.
There's some kind of like sculpture or something. It's like a 15-foot circular pillar that runs floor to ceiling. It's made of the same kind of bright white stone that all of the other like walls and ceiling and floor of this chamber are made of. And on one side of the pillar, there's kind of like a narrow gap. It's maybe 6 inches wide, but about 7 feet tall. It looks dark beyond the gap.
This place is creepy. Let's get out of here.
hmm
I'm checking out the gap.
It's dark.
Mind the gap.
Do you want to roll intelligence?
Sure.
I got this torch. I could stick
4.
it in the gap.
What'd you get?
4.
It's dark.
Guys, I really want to stick this torch.
Do it.
I'm going to stick this torch through this 6-inch gap.
Okay. Is that what you want to do?
I'm
That
just
is
peeking around the
exactly-
corner.
Yeah, I'm going to stand in front of the gap and I'm going to stick this torch through the 6-inch gap, so the flamey part is in the dark area, thus illuminating it.
All right. It looks like it's a perfectly cylindrical tube. It looks like it goes up. Doesn't seem like it goes down from where you are. And as the torchlight kind of illuminates, something in the cylinder seems to activate, and suddenly there's kind of a kind of warm, glowing light inside the cylinder, spilling out into the room.
This is creepy. I don't want to be here.
Do not like. I haven't even come in very far away from the door. Like, I think we should go back the way we were. At least centipedes, I understand.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I mean, they're not fish, but
I remove the torch from the tube. See a tube?
Does it dim or is it still glowing?
It seems to still be glowing.
Run away.
Yep. I don't like it in here. I'm going back to the before place.
All right.
Talc follows.
There's 40 or so village people. Not those village people. From your village.
They do all have weird professions like the village people.
Yeah.
That's true.
Kind of crowding the tunnel into this room, looking at you expectantly. I realize this is a very convenient role-playing mechanic for me as a game master to have. You can't go that way. There's a crowd of people who say you can't.
All right. Well, I guess we go out the other door then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go out this other
Forward.
door. This door over here.
Okay.
There is a similar metal netting over the door on the western side of this chamber, but with a little bit of crowbar work, you can pop it off. And there's
the crowbar is a torch now. Does anybody else have a crowbar?
No, I have a spear.
Maybe you can use the spear as a lever.
Yeah, you figure it out. There's another smoky hallway in that direction.
Okay, I guess I walk down the hallway very cautiously.
All right. Let's go look at the other map for a second, and let's just bring Aline. Do you want to just bring your token to represent the group down there?
Where am I?
Good question.
Yeah, we really fade into the background on this map.
Yeah, sorry. Could we do anything to make that better? Give you guys a bounding box or something.
Found 2 Ericas, Annette, Jason.
Things happen.
No idea where my token is.
Use any one of them.
Yeah, use any one of them.
There's me.
There may be multiple of each of you because I'm bad.
Can bring another Erica over here.
All right,
Can never have too many of me.
There's me. Put myself.
Yeah, I guess you could put a little dot next to your icon. Is the best.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Makes you not get lost on the black and white. All right, so Wilma, you're leading the way. There is a tunnel, still full of green smoke. It leads quite a ways, and you discover at the end there's a similar intersection to what you experienced on the other side of the area. Why don't you roll intelligence?
11.
You hear the familiar sound of centipedes chittering somewhere in the tunnels beyond.
Okay, there are more centipedes somewhere.
Well, I don't think we can go back the way we came because there's too many people in our way. So
following us.
I think we need to just keep forging ahead, or we will be shamed by our people. That's what's following us.
You know what?
Shame.
They're a bunch of jerks. Let's just leave and do what we want to do.
No, come on, guys. We gotta work hard for the village. The elders were very insistent on this, that the only way we could appease the gods or something was to stop all this green smoke coming out of the glacier of non-smoke, as it is routinely called.
Indeed.
All right.
Legends tell of the mountains hither and yon, and the glacier full of not green smoke.
So, do we want to go left or right? Might as well go left.
Left.
All right.
I'm on guard for centipedes.
I'm not.
You continue to walk through the tubes for a long time. I'm revealing the map as you go, Wilma.
I see.
For a long time. For a long time. For a
Oh, boy.
long time.
Boy, they don't
Until
make
you
tubes
reach-
like this anymore.
Until you reach a familiar T-shaped intersection that you think you've been to before.
Wait
there aren't a bunch
minute.
of people here anymore.
Nope.
Hmm.
Yeah, we got behind him. Ha ha.
Yeah, no, you have advantage for attacking them.
Okay.
It seems you know what? Why don't all of you roll intelligence?
I got 17 that time.
Oh,
19.
12.
you know what? It
20.
occurs to anyone who got above
Sorry, 21.
anyone who got above a 17, which was several of you. These tubes seem perfectly circular. You've never seen structures like these before. They're very unnatural, but you feel like you've walked in a perfect half circle back to where you previously turned right at that intersection, as you can
I
see
think we
on the
should
map.
go back through the room and turn right instead of turning left after we get to the end.
Okay.
You
I
could
mean,
do that. You
that-
have the sense that there are centipedes there.
Hmm.
I think we
So
gotta
maybe we
go
need
back
to
to that
explore
Can
room.
we look in the room again?
Yeah,
Sure.
we got to get into that tube, man. That tube is where it's at.
The tube
Chuck,
is
Children and their
creepy.
curiosity.
Chuck,
Yeah.
you've been
The death
very
of us.
quiet. Do you have any dwarf ideas?
None.
Okay. Just
My
checking in with Chuck.
my orphan's intuition says, get into that tube.
Go
And
for
so,
it.
And so you wander back into the boiling hot room full of strange, bulky shapes and weird blinking lights. Some of the people in the village are starting to whisper that clearly this is some kind of ice demon sorcerer lair and that it is an ill omen to be here.
I
Other of
agree.
you are not sure if that's how omens work.
I say go for it, kid. Get in the tube.
Well, currently any creature that is wider than 6 inches would have a hard time
Oh, I see.
getting into the tube.
Can we try prying it open?
You
As an
certainly-
orphan, am I larger
I-
than 6 inches
I
wide?
suspect that your skull is, no matter how emaciated you are, your
All right.
skull is the limiting factor. Your freakishly large goblin skull. I mean, not goblin.
Well, I got a crowbar. It's on fire, but so what? I tried to wedge the
Oh God, why?
open.
Why would you not put that out before you did this?
Orphans aren't smart.
No,
because it looks cooler if I'm doing it with a. I don't have to explain myself to you.
I mean, I'm the judge. You do. But while you're doing that, make me a strength check, Crinkle. Sorry.
Not a lot. 3.
Yes, I suspect no one else is impressed by your pathetic attempt to open the tube.
But hey, it looks good because of the flame. So
Perhaps
we'll got
another
that going.
fighter or hunter or even a dwarf napper would be better at this.
I do not kidnap dwarfs, sir.
You dwarf nap kids. I got it.
Yeah, Chuck basically reaches out and goes, nope.
I'm gonna
Okay.
walk all the way around this tube on the outside and see if is there anything to be seen on the outside of the tube, like on the other side of it. And is it still glowing?
It seems like it is still glowing. Why don't you give me a very simple intelligence check there, old mother?
A very simple intelligence check.
Not very high.
Okay, 16.
You notice
17.
everybody had been very fixated on the gap. Not too far away from the gap, there's kind of a circular indentation in the pillar. It's at about kind of chest height and maybe about the size of your hand.
Dwarf chest or not dwarf chest? Just
Not
curious.
dwarf chest.
Okay.
So it's the height of this chest I'm carrying around.
I am going to start a new podcast with new friends.
I'll stick my hand in it. Why not?
Do it.
Old mother had a good life.
Nothing seems to happen.
Do we still have that basket of vegetables?
No, it went over the
No,
cliff.
No.
that went off the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably going to be really important later.
I forgot what iteration that was.
Did
I
anyone
look-
save game?
I look around. Is there anything around that looks like it might fit in this? And I point out the hole to everybody else. I say, "Look, I don't know if this would do something. It's different. It's a spot that's different."
Talk starts looking around
Yeah.
for something.
There does not seem to be anything, the strange bulky shapes are, quite large and sturdy and kind of contained. There's no kind of loose items about in this space.
Where was she hitting the panel when the lights went out? Maybe we should look over there.
I think that was probably just a random machine over by where you wandered into this space. How's that?
Okay.
So we'll say it was over here.
Guys, I'm going to suggest something. What if we just started bashing everything we saw until something happened?
You could also try and open this gap with rolling better than I think you got like a 3 so far.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, other people could try to open the gap.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a strength check?
Indeed, it is.
I'll give it a try.
13?
Talk.
5.
Well, Wilma and Talk, between the two of you, you managed to push it open, and it's now basically a doorway leading into this strangely illuminated tube. The floor of the tube is kind of glowing pleasantly, kind of pulses, and it looks like there's, you haven't entered the tube yet, but it looks like there's stuff above, the shaft leads up.
Talc will go in.
Yeah.
Talk, as you step into and are followed quickly by Wilma, you have a very, very new experience. You start floating.
Ah!
The
Whoa,
gods
They're
are
possessed.
angry or happy. I can't tell.
That's always the way.
The tube kind of makes a little bit of the lights continue to kind of pulse pleasantly, but the tube makes a little bit of a whirring noise, and you are kind of ascending at a kind of comfortable rate of about 5 feet per second.
Oh, God. What's happening?
The tube goes up quite a ways, about 50 feet, and then you stop floating. You continue to float. You do not float higher. At the top of the tube, it looks like there's some kind of door in front of you, and there's some kind of square indentation next to the door.
Can I swim that way and touch it?
Yeah.
Or get out it?
Yeah, you know what? You could just reach out and touch it.
Okay. So I touch it.
You touch it, your hand touches it, and the doorway whoosh, is open. There's some kind of strange room beyond. What are other people at the bottom of the tube doing?
Freaking out.
Chuck is pushing everybody to the side because he wants to fly. And he just jumps
Okay.
and he jumps right into the tube.
All right.
Go, Chuck, go.
So- Talk, you step out, or at least look out, into a strange room. It's the space beyond this kind of magical tube it's filled with green, wonderful plants. There's all kinds of fronds and tendrils spilling out from all over the walls and floors, though it looks like it's kind of like it's been cultivated or planted in rows. The air is very warm and humid here, but also kind of fragrant as you smell all kinds of lovely blossoms and plant life that you've probably never encountered before in your life.
I call down and I tell people it's okay.
Yeah, it's
All right.
good enough
That's
for
a lot
me.
of confidence.
I've always trusted Talc, so I will follow.
Keep
All
in
right.
mind I'm medium intelligence.
Chuck's
but
already floating up.
All right.
I'm brave.
We'll say so. Talc, Old Mother, and Chuck are going to enter into this room. We'll call it greenhouse.
I think Wilma
Um,
was right there too.
Wilma,
I
are you
was,
there
yeah.
too?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kringle.
I'll go in last.
All right, and you all spill out.
And I'll tell the huge crowd of people behind us, just wait 1 minute. When the streets are done, then come up after us.
They seem to think that that's a great idea. Hold on while I copy and paste your tokens to the next map.
We did it, guys. We're in the next map.
Yeah.
Remember that part where you guys walked in circles? Good times.
It's a metaphor for my real life.
Just stay floating in a nice warm tube for a while.
While we wait, I found the dice that came with my first basic D&D set. Look at this D8. It has no corners on it anymore.
Okay.
Aww. It's like
Oh,
Jade.
bless.
All right. So your tokens are still hard to see on this map. If you want to give yourself little dots, you could do that by clicking the little status. Might make it easier to see your.
I did, but it wasn't there when you copied it.
Oh, I did. Sorry, the version I pasted did not have what you had done most recently. So,
I like the plants.
I'm just reading a second. Just give me a second to find something, okay?
Sure. Jason, what other fine podcasts are available on the Incomparable Podcast Network?
I encourage people to check out the not new Batman University podcast, which is where Tony talks about Batman the Animated Series and other Batman
I don't care for
things.
That sounds great. Batman, you say?
Lazy Doctor Who has posted 3 episodes in the last week, thereby making us question the title of lazy, but helping boost the erratic nature of the release schedule. Because sometimes you will get 2 episodes in one night, and other times they'll go for months. And I think it boosts the erratic schedule.
You never know what you're going to get.
You never know. That's right. It's not truly random if it's evenly spaced out. You need some of them very close together and very far apart. So those are there. A couple of recently reads. Erica was very busy posting podcasts this week. So.
I had them all saved up.
And
I've read, like-
Incomparable Game Show. It's like Total Party Kill, except the games are not role-playing games usually, except for sometimes.
Except for when they are.
Usually less death, but not always.
Not always. All right. So you are exploring this strange kind of indoor jungle or full of lush greenery. Some of you, it may occur to you that some of these plants might be helpful and medicinal, and some of you, it might occur to you that they might be poisonous and dangerous. It's unclear if that some includes anyone in the room today.
I'm just a flint napper. I don't know nothing about plants.
Yeah, so you're exploring this strange room. Again, weird kind of white, kind of metal stone walls, very smooth and cold to the touch. The air in here is kind of humid and very fragrant with all the plant life. It does look like there is a door. The tube deposited you on the eastern side of this room. It does look like there is a doorway on the western side. It is what you've been greatly expanding what your definition of door includes in the recent moments.
I feel like a whole bunch of folks are going to come following from behind and just
It's
shame
true.
us for just sitting
For
around.
just sitting?
Yeah, we should probably go through this door.
All right. So you approach the door. The door has no handles.
Whoa.
Would we know what a door handle was anyway?
Tap it with my axe. Not like
Door-
hitting it. Just
The door does not respond. Old Mother, do you want to do an intelligence check?
sure. 4.
There is an indentation in the wall next to the door, similar to what you saw on the inside of the tube.
Well, it didn't do anything last time.
It did when I was at the top.
I
Oh
think she meant it didn't do anything bad. Or
Yeah.
no, I meant it literally didn't do anything when I tried to.
the one at the bottom in the bottom room did not seem to do anything. But that is how.
I wasn't there for that. That's the low
Oh.
intelligence check.
Yes.
So Telk goes over and pushes.
Yes, at the slightest touch, the doors hiss open.
Oh my God, they're made of snakes.
Snake.
Yes.
Or centipedes.
Or a cat.
I promised you a snake preview.
Oh no.
Someday that joke will be funny. I'm
That's
gonna
today. We're all laughing.
I love it. All right.
Audience loves it.
And you can see a strange sight beyond. There's a kind of like an intersection of hallways here. You can see doors. It looks like there's a door across from where you're looking in, so further west of you. There's also doors to the north and south, and a door kind of in the corner to the southwest. But the floor of this hallway here is quite strange. There's patches of ice and puddles of slush that are kind of melting and covering the entire floor. The ice is more prevalent toward the northern corridor, but there's all these puddles that are kind of concentrated toward the southern corridor, and they're kind of meeting in the middle in kind of just an awful mush of ice and water. That's what you see.
Weird.
I had no idea this is what was inside glaciers.
Your tribe has not discovered geologists yet, so in a way, you are the first geologists.
Talk is feeling brave, having survived for a whole hour.
Yeah, borrowed time.
So yeah, she's going through the door and gonna poke her spear at the ice / puddles.
I think that's Jason.
It's okay.
No. Oh, Jason also.
There we go.
That's okay. Chuck will come too.
Right. The ice / puddles. The ice and puddles. You know what? There's a familiar sense of home. They act the way you expect ice and puddles to do so.
There are no demons in the.
There's
puddles.
no visible demons in the ice or puddles, Talc. It's just on one side there's a bunch of snow, on the other side there's a bunch of water. It's the right color. It smells right. It doesn't seem anything.
Are there doors?
Weird sorcery or whatnot.
Are there doors to the north and the south?
There are doors to the north, south, west, and southwest. This room has it all.
So I'm going to go to the north where there's all the snow and try to figure out why there's snow.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me just take a second.
Well, of course, our best sages have questioned that for years, and they've come to the conclusion that God loves us.
Don't you mean the gods?
So, Wilma, as you check north, there does seem to be a familiar-looking doorway to the north, but the door is actually partially ajar, and there's a kind of, what would be familiar to you, kind of a heavy, frigid breeze escaping from that doorway. I guess in a way it feels like home. But yeah, it does seem like snow and cold air is kind of entering into this hallway from that ajar door to the north.
So I'm going to peek out the door.
Okay.
I rolled a 10 to whatever you want me to roll.
All right. So you peek in there. You see that the room beyond, it's kind of confusing because it does have that kind of strange, very inorganic shape that you've seen in some of these rooms here. But everything is covered with with something that is familiar to you, which is snow and ice. So yeah, okay. The area beyond is full of snow and ice, kind of coating everything. So you see a room full of snow.
Okay.
I will tell you, there's maybe it looks like you could even see some natural light spilling into that room.
Okay. I'll just convey that to everybody. There's a room or a square place with a bunch of snow and ice and stuff in it.
Sounds terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Mother is becoming more and more timid the farther we go.
Come on, let's bust some doors open.
Talc is looking towards the southern door.
All right.
I don't like that door at all.
Speak now, or I might open it.
Well, I'm saying we should go west, and here's why. Okay. North, too cold. South, too hot. West, perfect.
The Goldilocks door, if we knew what Goldilocks was.
Right.
Maybe this is where Goldilocks was invented. We don't know how the timeline works.
Sure.
So I feel like there's some indecision in the group about which way you want to look. The other doors, as far as you can tell, are visibly closed. It was only the door to the north that was ajar.
Do the other doors have those same panels next to them?
Indeed, they do.
I'm convinced that Talc is the only one that can actually open doors. So
Talc feels like she can open any door now because she knows what to do and she feels smart.
Talc, I'd like you to cross out your old occupation, write in door opener.
Door opener.
I really like the southwest door because it's not like the others.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm sold.
Sure. Game. So this one?
I'm with Chuck.
Okay, so I go to the southwest door.
Dwarven Flintnapper high five.
And I touch it. Open it.
The door makes a very strange kind of chirping noise at you. The door kind of flashes red and doesn't open.
I'm looking around for a bird.
Yeah,
there's a red bird in that door.
I think it's on the other side of the door. That's what that. Now we know it's in that room.
Hello, bird.
Right. Snakes to the north, birds to the southwest.
Tal kind of bows to the door and backs up.
Okay.
Do you want to try the
west?
Try the west door, yeah.
Yeah, go for it, Talc.
Okay.
The west door does a similar kind of chirping noise at the door when you try and open it.
Talc bows again.
Birds over there too.
What did you do to make it mad?
I don't know.
Why,
Take your card.
Why have you angered the ice demons?
Take your card and cross out door opener.
I will. I
you just lost a level
Actually,
of door opener.
just amend it to door not opener.
I'm gonna go to the door to the south and just inspect it. I don't want to touch anything. I didn't actually roll anything. That's a 9.
It looks like a door,
Is there a pushing thing?
There is. All the doors seem to have a little kind of indentation in the wall next to them.
I wave over Talc and say, "Here's another one to try."
Talc comes over, cautiously pushes it.
It chirps at you.
Oh,
what is he?
You've angered them. The birds don't like you.
Okay, I'm gonna. I have a spear. I wonder what damage a spear
attack the door.
would do to it. Yeah. Or stab where the light is. Or should we check out the room to the north?
Or we just go north.
I think we just go north.
Okay.
I don't want to anger the bird gods.
It's true. Or the door gods.
They may be one and the same. We know so little about these strange gods.
True.
Secretly, Talc thinks she's the door god.
Wow.
Blasphemous.
No wonder they're not opening anymore.
So you wish to approach the door to the north?
Yep.
Well, as previously described, the door to the north is ajar. There is a little indentation in the wall next to the door.
Do we need to press it, or is it open enough? Like, can I just open it?
You could try and force it open.
I fear that if we don't press it, that the gods might be angry at us.
They already kind of are.
Good point.
Maybe the gods left this door open for us so that
we were sent here to kill the gods.
Actually do it.
Oh no!
I'm pretty
Kringle,
sure that's not what the elders told us to do.
Yeah, Kringle, you're getting for someone whose membership in this tribe is tenuous at best. Your theology is getting pretty complicated. Sorry.
So I rolled a 2. I don't know if anyone else wants to try to.
Yeah, 2. The door. It does not feel like it's moving.
Talc's just gonna put her hand in the.
The doors, as Wilma is pushing on it, suddenly whoosh, it opens.
I did it.
You did it. And you can see the beyond. Every surface of this cavernous chamber is rimed with frost and drifts of snow. Blue-white light filters into the room from a massive hole in the ceiling, and you can see the glacier kind of above and beyond. Before you can learn,
escaping?
there does not seem to be any green smoke in this room. And before you can learn anything else about this room, a horrible Yeti jumps out of the snow and attacks Wilma.
God.
Yetis are peaceful. This is not canon.
This was before they learned to be peaceful. This is an old-timey Yeti. Will this Yeti be the death of Wilma, who has survived for 2 hours and counting?
Oh my
We'll
gosh.
find out next time on Total Party Kill. Dun, dun, dun. Let me reveal more of the map.
The answer is always yes.
I
But the
believe
answer
in
was always
Roman.
no if it was a headline.
That wasn't a headline.
Okay, fair.
Ooh, Yeti.
Is that like to scale Yeti? Because that's huge.
No, it's not to scale.
As big as the room.
Oh, and there's
Do
a
people
tube.
need- Do people need another little break?
I just need to grab some water.
I can always drink more
I
ginger ale.
don't, but
I'll go grab something real quick. Be right back.
I'm gonna run and grab a drink too then.
my water is still plentiful.
I'm here, but I'm standing up for a couple minutes, so I'm keeping my camera off.
Okie doke. I'm just checking in on the Oilers game. We're losing.
Don't look. Don't look, and it's not true. Bless you.
Now, this D&D basic set that I got off eBay several years ago
Wow.
came with the dice
Man.
still in
Wow.
the bag.
Oh my goodness.
I'm afraid to roll them.
What would happen? They explode, crumble into
well,
dust.
I mean, based on what happened to my other
You're the
dice,
D&D gods?
they would
Mm.
wear down pretty quickly. Well, maybe not that quickly. I've had these for 35 years. Can't believe Crinkle's still alive.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
I know, old mother
That's
has
kind of
been just
Um,
That's
that la-
okay.
I guess-
There's a Yeti. We're about
Yeah.
to die. So
I was gonna say,
I feel like things are
Um,
gonna even out quite a bit.
that last one might have been a little bit short of an hour, but hopefully that was close enough. That seemed like the place to cut things.
People don't mind listening to an episode that's a little shorter.
That's 55 minutes instead of 60.
I mind. I track them all.
Oh no, Aline, how do you have so much time and energy?
Oh, I wish.
And why don't you spend it better? Did anyone die in the last hour?
I didn't.
No.
I have mastered doors.
All right. So
Let's hope that knowledge doesn't die with you, Cal.
is everybody ready?
I know.
We'll
I'm
do a
afraid now.
quick intro.
Yep.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill, nerds. It's me, your dungeon master, Tony Sindelar, pretending to have more energy than I actually have because I'm a little bit under the weather. Hi. We are playing Dungeon Crawl Classics. We are continuing our adventure, Frozen in Time, where a group of intrepid barbarians / cave people are exploring a strange glacier full of strange, wondrous, and whatever the evil version of wondrous is, because there are horrible sights and things far beyond these simple people's comprehension, killing them left and right. Well, nobody has died in an hour. We got a bunch of deaths right in the first hour, so we are on borrowed time. Let me introduce our players real quick. Starring Chuck the Dwarf, it's Jason Snell.
Hello. Yes, Chuck is a dwarf, like the name says. He's a flint napper. He learned at the tutelage of Old Mother, who is the greatest and oldest of all the dwarven flint nappers in the village.
Crinkle the not goblin, yes, orphan, not goblin, played by Monty Ashley.
Hi, I'm Crinkle Non-Goblin. I'm an orphan who is definitely not a goblin in any way, just a normal human orphan.
Wilma the Hunter, played by Aline Sims.
Yes, Wilma has been alive throughout the entirety of this adventure, and I hope that this Glorious Hunter and I stay together a little bit longer.
Wilma, you are being mauled by a Yeti, but we'll come back to that.
Mhm, yeah.
Oh no! Mid-introduction attack.
Played by Annette Wierstra.
Yes, I am Talk. I am a hunter and the god of doors.
You know, you get in at the ground floor, you get to determine your own job title, people.
True.
Opener of some doors, non-opener of other doors, but there are always doors involved.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, your friend and mine, Erica Ensign as Old Mother.
Yep, I am the oldest and greatest dwarven flint napper of the village. I've been around for many years. I've been around for this entire adventure so far. We'll see how much longer that lasts. Hello, Mr. Yeti.
So you're a
Hello,
mother,
Mr.
huh?
Yeti.
What's it like to be a mother? And to care about your children like my parents
Who
don't
says they
care.
cared
God,
about
a
my
Yeti.
children?
We join our adventure in the thrall of battle as exploring a strange, icy, snowy cavern. A Yeti has attacked Wilma the Hunter. Wilma, the Yeti rolled the highest initiative possible. The Yeti is attacking you. The Yeti is going to slam you. I rolled a 6 versus AC.
I'm good.
All right. So, as we've covered before, you all get to go, and then the Yeti will roll initiative again. Wilma, you're right up at the front of that Yeti, so maybe you were the first to react.
I'm hitting it with my spear. It's a 15 versus AC, I guess.
All right. You plunge your spear into the Yeti's snowy hide, and the Yeti howls in pain. Roll me some damage.
5.
All right. You have
Nice.
speared some Yeti. Who is brave
Good
enough to
job,
go
Wilma.
next?
I'm right up there and drunk
Makes sense.
with my ability to open doors.
Do
I
it,
will
Talc.
throw my spear with a 2.
Oh no.
You know, it's hard. You were trying really hard to not spear Wilma, and so it was hard to find a place. You're trying to draw a line between you and the Yeti that did not also have a part of Wilma in that line, and there were not a lot of lines to draw. So, you failed to connect with the Yeti.
Is the Yeti blocking the doorway? Can anybody else even get up there to attack it? I don't what's the geography here?
Wilma and the Yeti are right in the doorway. The Yeti is quite big. It's a large. Perhaps some of you have found them or at least seen them in the distance if you traveled hither and yon. And it's a large hulking bipedal beast. It's taller than any of you, so probably the Yeti is quite tall, quite wide. You could all kind of get around Wilma to attack the Yeti if you so
Okay.
choose.
All right, then I choose.
And so
I'm
you
taking
do, Old Mother.
my handy flint axe, created by my own hands many years ago when they were a little more supple.
Mhm.
And that's a 14.
I will tell you that will hit a Yeti.
All right. I'm going to do some damage. 3 points of damage to the Yeti.
The Yeti
Eat flint.
howls more. The Yeti does not look like the Yeti is doing great. It occurs to you that this Yeti does not look like it was in the best of health before you encountered it. So
Chuck
Wilma,
is right.
Talc, and Mother have gone. Chuck, you are next.
Chuck is right behind Old Mother with another flint axe, also made by Old Mother's hand, actually, back when they were more supple. But it's a good axe, so I'm still using it. And I rolled a 3.
You somehow it's crowded here at the doorway, and you have a hard time finding an opening.
Eat flint. Oh, never mind.
Crinkle, I think you are last.
Yeah, I come running around this corner and leap into the air with my club and just
This seems
scream
like an idea.
a goblin oath of vengeance. And
I'm sorry, I think you mean a not
Suspicious.
goblin.
Not
Yeah.
goblin.
I also speak goblin. That is just a thing that some educated orphans know how
Yeah,
to do.
he did a semester abroad at Goblin Camp.
So leap into the air and just whack that Yeti between the eyes with my club.
Did you roll something?
Yes, I rolled a 2.
Hmm.
That's something,
I-
all right.
You have rolled some impressively low numbers today, gang. So congrats.
Thanks.
I believe that's everybody. The Yeti will re-roll its initiative. The Yeti does not get to go first. So you don't know how many of you get to go before the Yeti goes.
I go again.
All right, go.
Still it's just screaming goblin imprecations. And I rolled a 7.
All right. Who will follow
Chuck.
Crinkle?
Chuck will chop at the Yeti. And I rolled an 8.
All right.
I'll go. Wilma will go.
Mm-hmm.
Haha, that's a 19.
All right, Wilma, do some damage to that Yeti.
Yeah. Get him.
4.
4 points of Yeti damage. 4 points of damage. The
4
Yeti
points of
is
Yeti.
going to go now. The Yeti is badly damaged. There is blood streaming on its ivory coat, and the Yeti is going to try and bite you, Wilma, because you seem like you seem dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, Wilma, 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Gonna hit.
Wilma.
Wilma, 4 points of bite Yeti damage.
Goodbye. Goodbye, cruel world.
No.
Oh, Wilma.
Bye, Wilma.
It's nice fighting with you.
I choose to step forward to avenge Wilma if I
All
can.
right. The Yeti has a single hit point left.
Old Mother, now the only
For
survivor
Wilma.
from our original party.
Mm.
All right, 15.
Nope, 15 will
That's a
hit the
15
Yeti.
hit.
Yeah.
And then 5 points of damage. I'm really mad
You
about Wilma.
slay the Yeti.
Yeah.
It slumps to the ground next to your friend, Wilma. A mournful group of townspeople spill into the foyer. Aline, does someone brave step up to fill Wilma's shoes?
Talc will do it.
Well, does someone that Aline gets to play do it?
no. Sorry.
So somebody just like screams from the crowd and steps forward and says, "My name is Wilma Jr. and I will avenge my mother."
Oh, you knew your mother?
Oh, God.
Ouch.
All right. So
Because
the
I'm
Yeti
an
has
orphan.
dealt with. You've paid your respects to Wilma, but you know life is
Take her stuff.
yeah okay
Take her mother stuff.
yeah. You don't have a designated gatherer now, so
I feel like Wilma Jr. probably should inherit. That's the way it works, right?
Aline, did we get to hear your character sheet torn in half?
Oh.
All right. So
There we go.
as you explore the room now that the Yeti has been dealt with, there's lots of mounds of shattered ice and piles of snow filling up most of this cavernous room. In several places, you can see it's kind of like broken furniture or something that has been crushed by some kind of avalanche. You know, some of the things that you recognize in here are kind of like maybe some of the very simple furniture that you might have in, you know, that the elders would have in the elders' hut. But it's more complicated than anything you've seen there. There is a wooden box in a that's kind of half buried in the snowdrift in the center of the room that looks conspicuous.
I go toward it.
Bless you.
Wooden box.
I kick
There's
it.
also a large pillar with a rectangular indentation similar to the one that you experienced already. Wilma Jr., did you say you were looking at the box?
I'm kicking the box like in Zelda.
All right. You kick the box. It falls out of the snow and pops open. The box is mahogany. It had some value before someone kicked it.
Not carrying it with me. It's fine.
Yeah.
How hard did you kick it?
Well, hard enough.
I just watched my mother die.
it's-
Very
That was
angry.
like 30 seconds ago.
She's still angry.
Wilma Jr., inside the box, it kind of falls out of the box that you've kicked open. There's like a metal disc about 3 inches wide has kind of fallen out of the box, and you know, I guess it kind of fell across the snow on the floor.
That could be valuable.
That
Poke at
doesn't
it
seem
with
like
my
it's gonna-
mother's spear.
It looks shiny.
I pick it up.
Ooh.
Okay. Each of kind of from 5 little corners of the metal disc are kind of like these weird little metal strings. Kind of resembles.
Metal
I don't.
string.
If Merv was here, he would tell you it kind of resembles a starfish.
This is all beyond me.
This doesn't
Is there
seem
a
like
door
something that's
where
going
I'll
to turn
see
out
if
to be
I-
important later.
I'll just carry it with me. I have no idea what this might be.
Okay. As you go to put it in your belongings, the metal strings on the disc kind of activate, and it suddenly is attached to your hand with the disc part on the palm of your hand.
I scream.
That seems appropriate.
Did she fall over dead? I'm watching very closely.
You just have a metal disc in your hand.
Hmm.
Okay.
Want us to try and get it off your hand?
Cool.
Yeah, like I'm shaking my hand and
It's really on there.
Okay.
I'll tap at it with my axe. Does that loosen it at all? Like the
Nope.
flat part of my axe?
I shake
Does
her hand to see if it's like a joy buzzer or something.
Her hand feels kind of, it's cold and metal, but does not seem there's no ill
Ooh.
will. Hey, have Chuck? Did you invent the joy buzzer? Is that how we know what that is? Oh, those dwarven jokesters.
It's
Our
a
tribe definitely
little
knows
leftover
it.
flint. It's a thing you could do.
Does it hurt? Like
Nope. Feels
Okay.
snug. It kind of, it's a little tingly to the touch, but it actually it seems to kind of be glowing dimly.
I
I
scream
think
more.
you've been blessed by the gods.
You think this is a blessing?
It's glowing. Glowing things are usually a blessing, except when they're a curse.
Hulk wonders if you could now have surpassed her ability to open doors.
Hmm.
Perhaps.
Maybe we should go try some of those doors in that room to the south.
I think this giant tube over here is the way to go.
Yeah. Let's check it out.
You guys, they want to fly again.
What if you put your hand on the indentation?
Sure.
So there's a great deal of snow and ice around the large tube in this room. So you could spend some time clearing it out if you wanted.
I think we should see if we can open those other doors, because that would take less effort.
Also, Tony, how would it
Old
work?
mother didn't get to be old.
Would literally the five of us spend an hour clearing the snow while everyone else in the village just watched us?
Yes.
Yep.
There's only so much room.
And laughing at us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to that.
Clearing snow, that's a dumb idea. Let me tell some great stories about that time I saw a goat. That's my impression of the other villagers.
I'm gonna go to this southwestern door in the other room and see if I hold my hand to it if it opens.
Western door,
Come and
whoosh is
watch.
open. There is no chirping noise. It's just kind of a gentle
The birds
and the
died.
sorry, what?
The birds died.
Nope, the birds are probably fine. There is a glowing tube beyond. Let me just make sure. Does this tube go up or down? Goes up.
Is there a floor? Like I'm
Yes.
not
you
just
could-
stepping into an abyss if I go in there.
Nope, you are not stepping into abyss, but you have the sense that you would probably be taken up this tube.
Okay, I'm gonna first, before I do anything, I don't know what everyone else is gonna do. I'm gonna go to the door to the west and see if that one will open.
Okay. The door to the west, whoosh is open.
All hail the new door opener!
All hail.
Hulk cries a little.
Do you want me to tell you about the room to the door to the west?
Yes, please.
So there's lots of metal and wood furnishings in here.
How primitive.
Yeah, it's unclear what this room would have possibly been used for. There's a lot of chairs. Why would so many people need to sit at the same time?
My guess is this room was used for sitting.
Mm.
Oh, it's a sitting room.
Sitting room.
hmm Exploring further, some of the some of the walls have little doors in them, and opening them, you find all kinds of strange little metal objects of strange origins. You're not sure what they are. Maybe they're like they could be weapons, but they're much too small. Maybe the ice demons are very small. Some of them have circular edges. Some of them have many little prongs. Like maybe it's like a little trident that belongs to a tiny little ice demon.
I'm going to take one of these little tridents. It looks awesome.
You take one of the tridents, but that doesn't make sense because the chairs are normal size. So that doesn't make any sense.
You're right. I'll take a chair.
I
gonna-
do feel like
And
you would
just
be
take some random
Somewhat.
stuff.
all right.
Just
You
some
pick-
random stuff from the walls. Because
Mhm.
I could use some of it for flint napping, perhaps, if it's small enough.
Indeed. Always be flint napping.
Always.
Hey guys, there's a bunch of those tridents on the map just southwest of Tuba.
Yeah,
Those
I've
are
seen them.
those are an illustration. You know what those are, Monty. So now we have to cut that part out of the podcast. I hope you're happy.
All right, I'm gonna check out the last door to the south in that
Okay.
iced over room.
Use your magic. Use your door opening magic.
So Wilma heads over to the door to the south. Chuck, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow her.
Sorry, Wilma Jr. Crinkle, you're exploring this weird room with all those chairs. Is that
Yes.
what you-
Trying to
Tal-
decide if carrying a chair is feasible.
It seems like it would be, I will find rules on encumbrance if you make me. Old Mother, what are you up to?
I'm stealing random things from the cupboards.
All right. So
the walls. I don't know what a cupboard
Wilma
is.
Jr. and Chuck, you have a front row seat to this room to the south. As you open the door, Wilma, it works the same as the other ones did. There's an immense chamber beyond, and in the middle of that chamber is a hulking giant lizard.
Yeti. Oh.
What?
He's a cutie.
But it does not seem to have noticed that you're there.
Look at
Um,
him.
The floor where you're opening the door is soaking wet, and looking inside, there's this room. The first thing you see is this immense lizard. Of course, it's probably 25 feet high. It's reared up on two legs with two little legs, and its jaws are, I guess they're kind of almost frozen because it doesn't seem to be moving. Are look like they giving forth a ferocious growl. There's some kind of like pieces of broken ice or something that seem to be the source of all the water. You can see some fish kind of lying on the ground.
Our
Rest in-
fisherman's
Rest in
gone.
peace, Merv. And then there's some other strange kind of works of art in this room.
I chuck my mother's spear at the giant lizard.
Hey, me, the spear. Choose better words when you've got a friend named Chuck.
She used the spear.
Hurts. It hurts.
I'm sorry,
It hurts
Chuck.
me.
I'm sorry.
What? So give me an attack roll with a spear.
9.
The spear misses the immense thunder lizard.
Like I let people know. Like I did my reaction.
Lizard.
I'm like, oh my god, giant yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'll come
What's that?
running then.
Oh, okay.
Talk is on the way in.
Yep.
I can throw a spear.
Throw me a spear, Talk.
20.
You launch that spear right at the horrible thunder lizard's head. Can you give me a damage roll?
4.
Okay. The creature does not seem to react.
I am going to throw whatever random piece of something that I had. Like I was just sort of grabbing things off of shelves.
You had found all kinds of strange, we'll call it
Mhm.
kitchen debris, that you
Yeah.
then throw at the lizard.
I'm going to throw something. I don't
All
even know what it is.
Give me a d20 with a -1 because it's junk.
Okay. That's a 10.
Okay, it does not connect.
Guys,
Okay.
relax.
But you have now thrown junk into the room.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to worry about this guy.
It
Why?
hasn't moved. Why is it not moving?
Oh, weird.
Maybe it's dead. Lots of things don't move. You guys remember Wilma?
Too soon.
So I think this means that the goblin, the not goblin, and I have like a blood feud. At this
Mhm. I don't know. You guys, we get to invent your culture. It wasn't pre-existing here.
To be
This is the
perfectly honest, I find it a little insulting the way you keep complaining about having just lost your mother right in front of me, who is defined. My whole role in our society is that I never had a mother. And also, this giant lizard is clearly not alive. What are you guys doing? We're Stone Age. We're not idiots.
Yeah, I approach.
Speak for yourself.
I approach the lizard and see, and I'm observing it to see if there's any sign that it is anything but dead.
Roll intelligence.
Oh boy. 3.
It's confusing, Chuck, because it's certainly not reacting, but you've never seen something die and still be standing up.
I'm
what a 3
investigating the
tells you.
fish.
All right. Old Mother, you want to roll me intelligence on the fish?
That's 16.
Let's see here.
And this weird
You're
nut,
sure.
ice.
There's all this sharp, broken ice. I don't know if you want to touch it, but it seems sharp, and there's a lot of water all over the floor here. The fish are not familiar to you. They smell quite bad. They seem to have been dead for a long time.
I don't understand any of this.
Mm-mm. What's this thing next to me?
There is a sculpture. It appears to be of a naked man. He's kind of sitting. He's got his fist on his chin. He looks kind of contemplative.
Thinking, perhaps.
Maybe. Yeah, there's a bunch of strange artwork up on the walls as you look around. There's a picture of a woman with kind of old clothes and kind of an enigmatic smile.
Wait, question. Old clothes?
Well,
Modern.
Do you mean incredibly futuristic clothes?
yes. Sorry. Moving on. There's a red and white cylinder with, I don't know, some kind of alien markings on it. An image of that. Here's an image of 2 angry people regarding you judgmentally. One of them is just kind of a huge mass of splattered pigments. There's kind of a serious-looking ginger-haired man staring out at you from one. And then one painting far bigger than any of the others. It's a kind of a resplendent painting. It's got a rather ostentatious, by caveman standards, gold frame to it. And it's
kind of frame.
Yes, a painting of a nude man. He's got long white hair that is braided up, and he's reclining on luxurious furs, holding a blue and green kind of sphere on his lap.
For me, if it's not finger paintings of buffaloes, it's not really art.
You're such a traditionalist. Is there anything else in this room besides those big statues and the art and just?
There is another familiar-looking tube in the southwest corner of this immense chamber, full of wonders.
All right.
There are some other statues. One of them is a beautiful woman, but she doesn't even have any arms. That's strange. They must not have finished that one.
This place is weird. I don't like it.
I walk up. Yeah. I walk up to the picture of the 2 people who are looking at me and judging me.
Mm-hmm. One of them seems to be holding a kind of like a trident, like yours, but
and I hold up my trident, and I'm like, "Ooh, interesting." And then I wander back to the group.
Maybe we should check out this tube, see if it's different from the other tubes.
I'm pretty sure there's a treasure map on the back of one of these paintings, but I can't remember which one.
One of them says this is a fake in felt tip pen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, I want to kick this lizard once, and then let's
roll kick.
Okay. That is not a.
Remember when you were like all mad at the people who were attacking the lizard? Now you want to kick the lizard.
I just want to show it who's boss. 15.
You kick the lizard.
Your boss.
I'm gonna say that's probably a D4 damage.
Yeah. 4.
Wow, you really kicked that lizard. I hope you feel better about yourself.
Are there dinosaurs alive at the same time as us?
No, that's totally preposterous.
Just
to be clear, there are walrus people that your tribe trades with.
I was saying, because we got 2 cavemen named Wilma, I figure that's kind of Flintstonesy.
Wilma has not encountered any dinosaurs, to my knowledge, that she has told the tribe about.
Let's check out this tube.
So this tube?
Yeah. This tubes seem to be the way to go.
Right? It's, you feel like you're getting the hang of tubes. It looks like the rest of the group of your tribe is still just hanging out in the foyer. They seem a little intimidated by the horrible thunder lizard in here.
Wait here in the vestibule.
Who wants to try and access the tube?
I think our new door opener should give that a try. She
Yeah.
of the silver hand.
Wilma Jr.?
I picked up my spear, by the way,
Okay.
or my mother's spear. So I'll go touch the pad next to the door.
The tube chirps at you and blinks red.
Talc, try it.
Talc comes over, also puts her hand in there.
It chirps again. Chirp, chirp. Blinks red.
The birds moved here.
I
Do
wonder
we
how it
try
gets
one of the other
around.
tubes, or do we try attacking this tube?
Let's try another tube. Attacking the tubes hasn't been overly successful in the past.
Should we
Yeah,
go
we
to the
got a couple
southwest
other
door?
tubes we have.
I'm a flint napper. Everything looks like something to be napped.
As the saying goes.
Hmm.
I'll go to this other tube up here.
I believe you were successful in opening that tube before with the with your
Oh, yeah.
newfound
Mhm.
Yeah.
palm.
I'll step in.
Yeah, so they're labeled on the map. Tube B is accessible. Tube C, was kind of frozen over with
Right.
ice, so you put off dealing with that one for now. So Wilma Jr., as you step into Tube B, the tube makes a little bit of a whirring noise, and you are raised at a pleasant 5 feet per second up further into the glacier.
It's so pleasant.
All right, I follow her.
All right.
All
If
right.
she says it's pleasant, I will follow.
Is there any obvious source of flames or heat down here where we're standing?
There is not.
Okay.
I
Do you
still
want
have
to
oil.
Do you want to put all your tokens near the tube so I can copy and paste them with all your lighting effect thingies that you did? Just put them near each other. Who's missing? Is that everybody? 5 of you. Okay.
That's it.
Let me see if I can do this correctly this time. Copy. All right. We are going up.
So, are they getting the party started?
Referencing knowledge.
Reluctantly.
No, I'm down. I'm cool. All right. So, Wilma Jr., you're continuing to lead the way. The door opens to the tube opens to reveal a corridor that is running east to west, and you can see a door at either end. Just across the hallway from where you stepped out, there is a long dead plant in some kind of urn that's just sitting there.
That's weird.
The corridor is otherwise empty.
Very weird.
All right, I'll go to the door to the right and hold my be-silvered hand up to it.
The door chirps at you. Chirp, chirp. Blinks red.
Okay, I'll go to the door to the left, to the west.
And that door whooshes open satisfyingly. Let me tell you
I'm pretty
about
satisfied.
the room beyond. The door opens to a brightly lit chamber. The walls of the chamber are decorated with large black rectangles, and the floor is covered by some kind of animal hide. It's plush and soft. A handful of comfortable-looking furnishings occupy the area just beyond the door, and then there's kind of a raised platform on the far side, elevated with a short flight of steps leading up to it. You see a large bed with shiny, rumpled blankets on it, and there's some strange objects kind of scattered around beside the bed, and it looks like there might be a creature in the bed. Let me reveal the map for you.
Guys, why don't we just have the new tribe right here? There's still like 35 of us. That's everybody but the sages.
Talk. I see you moving into the room.
Yes.
Angle as well.
So I want to throw my spear again, but it didn't work so well the last time I threw it at the first thing I saw in a room.
You're gonna attack the couch.
Well, you said it seemed like there was a creature in the bed.
Oh yeah, it looks like there's something up in the bed. It's quite a far away from you, but
And up some stairs.
and up
We
some
just,
stairs.
kind of go and poke at it.
You want to go I don't know. Follow your hearts. Your filthy caveman hearts.
Hey,
Tell-
we probably eat paleo. Our hearts are great.
Talc gets sort of in range to just when she could poke at the bed with her
With the spear.
spear.
All right. I see Talk and Chuck heading up there. Do you want to attack the bed or just poke
Just
it?
poking it.
Yeah, and I hold up my hand to Talc and I go, hold on one second.
Okay.
What was that?
I'm trying to
Someone
wait.
let a bird in here.
Just making
Oh,
it.
confused.
This is the sound of the morning birds that awaken
Okay.
me, vexing me every morning when I wish to sleep longer.
Chuck, something next to the bed suddenly starts moving. There is a metal sphere covered with spikes that suddenly starts floating in your direction.
That sounds bad.
That does not sound good.
Whoa, that
What?
looks bad.
Ooh, Dr.
Oh,
Ball.
I'm gonna bash that.
Vaccinations.
It starts floating in your direction, Chuck.
I smack it with my axe.
All right, roll your axe.
4.
You fail to attack the floating spiky orb coming at you.
I will throw my spear at it,
Okay.
and I get a 10.
It seems to kind of nimbly dodge out of the way
Uh-oh.
as
It's
it
a nimble
advances.
sphere.
Yeah, nimble sphere.
Oh,
I'm
see?
gonna run up and hit it.
Yeah,
All right.
let's go.
We're in combat with an orb.
These always go well.
5.
We're terrible.
I'm guessing a 5 doesn't hit either.
I hope the next
5 does
round
not
of
hit.
villagers are better at this than we are.
I take a wind up with my club and invent Babe Ruth,
Mhm.
which eventually baseball will need him. I rolled a 17.
All right, you connect with the metal sphere.
It's
Woo.
going.
And I'm going to
Nowhere.
do 4 points of damage to it.
All right. Make a note of that.
Did it get dented?
Looks a little dented. Who has not gone yet? Old Mother and Wilma Jr.
I did. No, I attacked it. I just missed.
Okay, Wilma Jr., did you get to do anything?
No, I rolled a 3.
Okay, you failed to connect. Can people remind me, is anyone currently injured?
I am.
Yes.
I lost 1 point.
Sorry, so several of you were?
Mhm.
Okay. Let's see.
This is not good.
Yeah, I don't like that question at all.
Maybe it's a healing orb.
It's a healing orb, but we have to attack it anyway. It's also got a can opener on it. And a
Gotta
drum.
stay in character.
Kringle, the orb attacks you.
No,
It gets a 6, probably does not hit.
nah, you got nothing.
All
Stupid
right.
Orb.
You are all up again in whatever order you so choose.
Oh, I'm smashing it again.
Do it.
Ooh, natural 20.
Okay.
3.
All right. The orb looks pretty severely dented up.
I'm taking a swing with my axe again.
All right.
I'm gonna Wilma my axe at it.
Okay.
8.
Will not
Wilma
hit.
Junior.
I will also swing my axe.
Do it.
19.
All right. Give me damage.
6.
All right. The orb looks like it's not really flying right anymore.
Yeah.
I'll get my spear in action again with a 4.
Mm-hmm. And anyone left?
Yeah. 16?
Wilma
No,
No,
Junior.
15.
Give me damage.
0.
0.
Oh,
Okay. You managed to clip the orb, but you don't think you did anything to it. Let's see. Who else was injured? Kringle was injured. Who else in that group?
I was.
Talc.
All right, Old
Yep,
Mother,
I was
it's
down.
floating toward you this time.
Oh no.
Ooh, 13 versus AC.
That hits.
You regain 1 hit point of damage.
See?
Sorcery. Kill it.
It's
It's a healing machine.
the gods have blessed me. It healed me. It must be of the gods.
It's pleading for mercy. Now's our chance. Take advantage of its weakness. Destroy it.
I'm back up to full.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Me.
All right.
No,
I step in front of it. Say no. Do not. Do not attack any longer. This is definitely a messenger of the gods. Don't anger it.
But it's so spiky and so satisfying to hit.
The orb attacks Kringle.
Even more satisfying to be healed.
Kringle, 12 versus AC.
That will hit me.
You regain 1 hit point.
All right.
See?
I guess
orphan?
it's fine. I look in the bed to see what's in the bed.
What's in the bed?
This is a
In the
game
bed.
nobody wants to play.
Yes.
What
In the
remains
bed.
are in the bed.
Is a desiccated corpse. It
Oh.
appears to be a 7-foot tall man with long white hair, braided, and his features show the painful rictus of death. In his hand, he's got some kind of disc.
Wow, Shaq has looked better.
Talc is excited about the disc and
Talk, do you want to check out the disc?
wants to check out the disc.
I
It's
turned
a
I turned to the
gold-
floating ball and said, couldn't heal him, huh?
It
The
stabs
ball-
you in the eye.
I regain a
And
hit
then-
point.
And then, yeah, it stabs you for 1 hit point, and then it heals you for a hit point.
Fair. That's fair.
So Talc, it's a gold disc, similar in nature to the one that Wilma has. And as you're kind of inspecting it, it attaches itself to your palm.
Oh, you guys should high five and see what happens.
Ooh. Okay.
I,
Nothing
Media does
happens.
that.
I think you have to invent the high five
High
first.
five first. Yeah, I know.
I sure hope everybody who has one of these in their palms stays alive until we don't need their hand anymore.
Foreshadowing.
You could always cut it off.
Always
What? That had never occurred
practical,
to
that
me.
Talc.
So the medical drone is eager to heal anyone
Yeah.
who's injured.
Um,
It will
I could-
heal up to 3 hit points.
I'm still injured. I will reluctantly allow it to heal me for another one, but then
It has medicine for 6 patients, though it sounds like you don't have that many patients.
I could use 1 more hit point.
It will gladly heal you for 1 more hit point. It chirps pleasantly after doing so.
Yeah.
I feel
get
bad
it.
about hitting it with my
Such a
spear.
weird bird.
It's just a bird. Yeah, I understand now.
Interesting.
Is it glad? Are we sure?
Does that mean these are behind all those other doors too?
Okay.
Yes.
Clearly.
Could only hope.
Weird metal birds.
Well, this is
The-
great and
messenger-
was not
Oh,
dangerous
could
at
be.
all.
Do if I look around the room, do I see anything I feel like I should grab or?
There's strange metal boxes and kind of weird furniture pieces around the bed. You're not sure what's up with them. It doesn't seem like there's anything else particularly exciting in this room.
Okay, so I'll go down here by the foot of the bed, and look at these boxes.
They have some blinking lights, but it's unclear what they mean.
I don't want to poke at it because I saw, yeah, I did see what happened. I was like, my mom saw. I saw what happened when boxes with lights were poked at before. So I don't want to do that.
I will. I'll come in. At this point, I feel like we've been blessed by the gods. Press everything.
Absolutely.
All right. Old Mother, can you give me a luck check?
Sure. That's the only thing I have a minus in.
Mm-hmm.
How did you live so long?
So that's a 5.
Hold on.
I didn't get out much.
Nope. I'm rolling a die.
Let's see if I really am blessed by the gods.
Give me a fortitude check.
We don't have
saving
that
throw?
stat.
Really?
Oh,
It's a save.
Yeah,
We
in
have a save.
saves.
Yeah. Give me a fortitude saving throw.
10.
Something blasts strange smelling smoke in your face, but you seem okay.
Ugh.
Weird.
Okay. Maybe the gods aren't as.
Listeners, they just discovered radiation, but they don't know it yet.
Awesome.
Hmm.
I
All
can
right.
see your bones.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm ready to leave this room.
Yeah, let's go
I don't
open.
know about
Go open
anyone.
that other door.
I'm mystified.
Yeah, Talk, you should go try that other door.
Talc is very proud to go over and put her hand on the door.
Cross the
Yeah,
knot
other door.
off of your door knot
Yes.
opener and go back to being a door opener now.
Wait,
All right.
wait, maybe.
So,
Yeah,
Well,
we
yeah.
just opened the door yet.
You're right. Fair. That's fair.
Yeah. You leave the strange chambers, head back down the corridor, and approach the doorway to the east.
Yes.
And this door, with your newfound golden palm disc, opens pleasantly. Let me
Okay.
describe this room before you see it.
Door
Um,
opener.
Golden door opener.
Golden.
Mhm.
I raise it above my head.
Beyond the sliding door is a gloomy chamber lit only by stuttering strobes of blue gold light. Spaced around this room are, it seems like, about 10 metal plinths, many surrounded by kind of flickering translucent light that seems to come spark at times. A handful of these glowing curtains flicker on and off in no particular pattern, vanishing and reappearing before your eyes, allowing a better glimpse of the objects beyond. Atop each low pedestal is a curious item: a strange sword, a large shield, bizarre statuette, and other objects that don't really make any sense to you. A peculiar suit of armor stands in the middle of the room, surrounded by the plinths.
Whoa.
Mhm. I walk in the room.
All right.
I'm scared.
Yeah, sure. Let's check
I'm
it out.
hanging back. Oh, I'm
Oh,
grabbing the
okay.
wrong person. Sorry, I'm grabbing the wrong character.
Yeah, let's go in here.
I'll go in.
Oh, a puzzle, huh?
Danger. Danger.
Uh-huh.
So looking around the room, there's all kinds of strange objects on the plinth, and there's the kind of strange suit of armor at the centerpiece. The armor is very peculiar. It's larger than any man, even the 7-foot tall corpse you saw in the room down at the other end of the hall.
Oh, wow.
And it's kind of, arms are very spindly. It's kind of hard to imagine what kind of shaped creature would fit inside this. And at the ends of the arms are these kind of weird claw-like gauntlets. The head of the armor is actually transparent like a dome.
Is there nothing inside it, though?
Does not look like there's an occupant.
Weird.
Let me tell you about some of the objects that you're
Yeah, I want to
looking
check
at
out the
around
number 10 here.
the plinths. So there's 10 different pedestals, and some of them have seems kind of like this curtain of light around them, and others do not. The first one has it looks like an ancient sword. Well, I guess everything looks ancient.
Futuristic.
A futuristic shiny sword. The second one is a very futuristic medieval set of armor, but the security field is kind of intermittent around it. The third one is a statue of a humanoid face with some strange glyphs around the base. The fourth one is some kind of strange little, I don't know, maybe it's a tool. It's some kind of box with knobs and I don't know, something on it. The fifth one, it's hard to know what that looks like. I mean, I don't know, you're kind of reminded of like some kind of weapon, but not like any weapon you've seen before. The sixth one just looks like a block of wood. The seventh one is another box covered with buttons. The eighth one is a futuristic Grecian shield. The ninth one is a star-shaped metal badge. It looks like it has a hole in the center, and there's some strange writing on it. And the 10th one is a painted ceramic vase that looks quite exquisite. That is what you see.
I want to go look at the sword.
Yeah, me too.
Like, that is a thing I recognize.
Yep.
It's a weapon, it's a club, it's a sharp club. I want to
Yeah.
see if I can take it.
Okay.
Does this one have a glowing field around it?
It does not.
And I will take it when old
I
mother
reach
is
out and-
dead.
I feel like that's fair. You're, the closest thing I have to a son
Oh.
anymore.
So yeah, there's nothing that's gonna stop you, old mother, from just taking it if you want.
All right. I've got a sword.
Okay, this is a katana. It basically has the stats of a long sword, which maybe I need to look up for you.
Yeah.
Any of your other character sheets have a long sword?
Just
Probably
checking to
not.
see.
I don't think so, because I think you all have like
Nope.
pretty basic
Spears.
spears and stuff.
Spears and stabs and knives.
Let me see if I can find this in not too long.
Well, seeing her go over
Um,
to the sword, I'm going to go over to the shield.
All right, just give me a
Not
second.
the suit of armor.
No.
I'm looking at number 9, the badge. It looks shiny.
It does look shiny. Erica, I'm having trouble finding it right now. Let's just assume that it's your attack is based on your strength, so that would be the same as what you currently are. But I'm gonna say it's gonna do like I don't know. Let's say it does a D8 of damage.
Okay.
Is that reasonable?
Sure.
All right. So that was Old Mother. Who else was looking at things, and who was next in the queue?
I think Talc
Jason?
was.
Or
Oh, yeah, I
Talc
was
and
going to get
Chuck.
the. I was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
go for the shield.
Shield.
let's see. The shield. Which number was that?
I think.
Number 8.
Huh.
Jason, do you remember which number that was?
Hang on, I've got it here.
I think
We
it was
had
8.
Sword, armor. The Grecian shield was 8. Yes.
Yes, 8. And the security field is down on that one, so you can just take that shield if you want it.
Which ones have
Great.
the field down right now?
I can tell you one by one. So it's either up, down, or intermittent. So it's 3 different states.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do I get with my shield?
Can you just run through 1 through 10 with up,
yes.
down, or down?
Well, you've got 1. The 2, the shield is intermittent, so it seems like it might be dangerous to take something. 3, intermittent. 4, shield is up. 5, intermittent. 6, up. 7, up. 8, down. 9, down. And 10, intermittent. That'll be
Alright.
great to cut out.
What's relevant?
No, I'm just me saying number up. Let me tell you about some of my favorite numbers and my favorite directions after them.
Well, I'm going to. Sorry. Anyone else doing anything first?
I think other people were doing stuff. Let me
Go ahead.
resolve them, and I'll come back to you, Monty.
What's my
So,
benefit from the shield?
Chuck, you grab the shield. The Hoplite's shield provides a +2 bonus to AC due to its great size.
Nice.
Awesome.
Annette, were you doing
Yes,
something?
I was looking at the number 9, the badge.
So there is a star-shaped silver badge. It's shiny. It looks like it probably has some value. And then there's some writing on it that you can't comprehend. The shield is down, so
It says sheriff.
I'm gonna take it.
Erica, it does, but we don't have that. yet.
I put it on my fur.
Okay, you've got it.
That's the door opener's badge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Monty, I think you were next.
Yeah, I'd like to go to item 5, which you
Mhm.
said vaguely reminded us of some kind of weapon.
Yeah, it's almost like I don't know, there's just something menacing about it. I don't know, it's kind of spear-like, but maybe you would hold it and it's got all these little glowing dots on it. And it just feels powerful, but also kind of dangerous.
I definitely want that thing.
The field around it is flickering. It seems like it's unclear what would happen if your hand was still in the field when the field flickered back on, but you could try and grab it.
Then I will.
Okay. Doing so requires a DC 10 reflex save.
I rolled a 15.
All right. You, Kringle, non-goblin,
That's
are
right.
now the proud owner of a Mark III blaster rifle from the
Oh,
Android Force.
yeah.
And he's going to use it like a club to bash the next person.
So I lost track of things. I wasn't writing things down. Is there anything? Did anyone notice anything else that we should be checking out?
Yeah, the box with knobs at 4 and the box with buttons at 7 are both interesting, but the shield is up for both of those. There's a fancy vase at 10. We could just break that.
That's my inclination too.
We have everything that the shield was down for.
Okay.
And one thing that shield was intermittent for. There is a full suit of armor at 2 that somebody could wear. What's the deal with this robot in the middle again?
Mm-hmm.
What's its deal?
What's its deal?
Yeah.
It's a robot.
Okay.
It's just sitting there.
Um,
Does it have an on switch at the bottom?
Do you want to look for an on switch?
I just want to look at it. I don't know what I'm looking for.
All right. As you look at it, it looks back at you and activates.
Okay.
Told you not to look at things.
The robot begins yelling, "Warning! Warning! Warning!"
I shoot it with my blaster rifle.
Kringle, do a DC 20 intelligence check to know how your blaster rifle works.
Here we go.
Roll a 20.
That is a 13.
You are not sure how that works yet. That was not your turn. So, but we'll say that you were inspecting it, trying to figure it out. So, Bobby the robot will attack.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think some people are going to die here. Bobby the robot is going to roll initiative. All right, that's a secret. Who would like to go before Bobby the robot goes?
I feel like I was looking right at it.
Yes.
what if it's not bad?
It seems
What
bad.
The last thing
I'm
wasn't
scared.
bad.
That's true, but I'm frightened. So what do I do when I'm frightened? I lash out and try to hit things. Usually
The
with
last
my
thing-
axe, but
That's the spirit.
I happen to be
He's yelling at us.
Yes, sword.
The last thing wasn't bad, but the 4 things before that were.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Sliding scale of
It's the
judgment.
law of averages.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to attack.
Yep.
4.
Nope.
I'll attack.
Yep.
10.
10 will not hit.
16. Sorry.
Oh, 16
Can't-
will hit. Give me damage.
1.
Oh no. So let's see. Just let me check. Old Mother went. Chuck went. Wilma Jr. went. So
No, Wilma Jr.
No,
did
no,
not.
Wilma. Just I think
Wilma
3
Jr.
minutes.
did not go.
Just Talc.
Sorry. Talk went or Talc. So
Talc.
Wilma Jr. and Kringle have not gone.
Mhm.
All right. Who will be next?
I rolled a 2.
All right. Kringle, before you can go, Bobby the robot leaps into action. The flailing pincer-like tentacles lash out at people. I am just going to roll a die to determine who is going to get attacked because they're probably in bad shape. It is going to be Talc. Talc,
Okay.
pincers are coming at you. 5 versus AC is not that terrifying.
No, I'm 10.
All right. Crinkle, you get to go, and then we go back to the top.
Hooray.
All right. What is the deal with my rifle again? I just have to keep rolling intelligence checks before I can shoot it.
Yep. That you may not be something you want to. I mean,
It is though.
okay.
Okay, so I think the energy comes out this end, and I hold it, and
Whoa. Energy?
I rolled a 1, but I have an intelligence bonus, so 2.
Mhm.
Shoots himself in the butt.
Yeah. You're looking
It's
down the
very
wrong end.
powerful once you know how to use it.
I just feel that this is a very powerful weapon.
Mhm.
There's an air of menace and also cool that I find very attractive.
Okay. So that was your turn. Let me re-roll for the Bobby the robot. Who wants to go first?
Me.
Go for it, kid.
9.
All right.
Figure out the rifle.
Okay. Wilma Jr., did I hear you?
Yeah, I'll hit it with my spear. First, I'm pulling out my skin of beer and taking a swig because
Mhm.
I'm a brewer. I rolled a 7.
I will try with this sword again.
Mhm.
Ooh. 18.
All right, you connect with. Tune in this time, everybody, to see a caveman wield a katana against a robot.
We said 1d8.
Yeah, plus whatever your
There's
melee
no
attack.
plus.
Oh, okay.
Just so 4 points of damage.
All right. Bobby the legally distinct robot still looks fine.
Is he moving or is he stuck up on his pedestal?
Nope, he's got little treads.
Okay. But he's up on a pedestal now.
Nope, he's got a boxy kind of bottom half.
So he
so
can
that's part of him.
roll around and everything. Okay. Because I was gonna try to use a grappling hook and see if I could tip him over, but it seems like that's probably not gonna work. So I'll just hit him with my axe. 11.
11 will not hit a robot.
It's the best roll I've had in like 2 hours.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Talca's gonna take a try,
Mm-hmm.
and we've got 4.
All right. Did everybody go and everybody missed?
I think so.
All right. Bobby the robot is going to attack Old Mother. Bobby the robot rolled 20.
No.
Old Mother,
We love you, old mother.
6 damage.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Old Mother.
Mother.
It's been nice knowing you.
I pick up the sword.
Oh,
Diving for it as she slowly falls.
yes.
I will
Oh.
avenge you with this awesome sword.
Oh, Old Mother is torn
This is-
limb from limb by the terrible claws of Bobby the robot. But Erica, one of the braver people in the village, has just wandered into the hallway and caught sight of the action. And that person is...
Braver.
Is Cal the hunter
All right.
who has a spear.
Okay.
I think most of
so
the
I
rest
think-
of the crew is just hanging out in that kitchen area we saw.
Would be the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
See, this is what Old Mother gets for forsaking Flint. She tried to use a different kind of weapon, and the gods did not smile on that.
And I believe we have now...
Flint Napper.
Old Mother,
Got
you were
Chuck.
the last, the carrier of the wisdom. You were the last of the original party. We are now on to second and third generation characters exclusively. Players, I hope you're happy. Their blood is on your ears? I don't really know how this works. All
Listeners.
right. I believe it is time for Bobby the Robot to roll initiative. Bobby the Robot has rolled the top, so Bobby the Robot's going to go right away, and Bobby the Robot will attack
Cal.
Crinkle this time.
But I've done nothing to you.
Crinkle, 16 versus AC.
That will hit me.
It knows you're a threat because it knows what that can do.
4 hit points of damage to Crinkle.
That will be enough to end Crinkle's sad non-goblin life.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, I think a lot of people are gonna die in this robot.
I liked him the best.
Oh.
But there is a mysterious
A
alien
blast?
weapon there that you could learn how to use.
Did somebody follow Cal? Is there somebody else?
Yeah, I think there is.
Mm.
Monty, who's next to kind of stumble into the hallway?
An extraordinarily sophisticated-looking gentleman with an intelligence of 17 strolls up. Oh, hello, it's me, Lafayette, the expert gatherer, here to help you idiots out.
Ah,
Are you a gatherer of experts, or
I would be, but I've never seen any besides myself.
Oh.
well, that's good intelligence for figuring out how weapons work.
yeah?
Maybe.
I
All
have.
right, well,
Gather
all
that
of you get to
blaster.
go.
Yep,
before-
I'm avenging, or also just dying old mother.
Yep.
18.
Nice.
Nice.
So what did we say? A D8?
Yeah, and
Yep.
if you've got any modifiers.
I don't. 6 damage.
All right. That was Chuck. Who is next? Oh, I have to delete Crinkle and Old Mother from the.
Oh no.
This is sad.
I'll go.
A sigh.
Oh, 4.
Okay. Talk.
11?
11 will not connect with a robot. It's like you're fighting a suit of armor. So I think it's time for our newcomers to wander in from the hall.
I'm confused about what's happening, but it's very frightening, and I see everybody attacking this thing. So I'm going to help my my village people by throwing my.
Erica,
I'm
can
not
you-
going to throw my spear.
You're just gonna stab. Erica,
gonna
can you remind me of your
stab,
character's
yeah.
your next character's name?
Cal, Kal.
Kal. Gal. Got it.
So I only got an 8 though.
All right. Strong
Wow.
opening, Cal. And Lafayette
Uh,
from the New Orleans district of the village.
I will stroll over, pick up this looks to be some sort of laser rifle. No time to figure out how to attack with it right now. We're in the middle of combat, idiots. And attack with my knife.
All right.
I rolled a 20.
That's good.
And with my knife, I rolled a 3.
Okay. Hey, every little bit counts.
Mhm.
All
Yeah,
right.
Stab, stab.
So Bobby the robot will roll initiative. All right. Bobby the robot has rolled initiative. Who wants to go?
I got him. Avenge! I rolled a 1, so
All right.
clang.
Clang.
All
right, I'm
I'll,
going.
I'll try. Okay, go for it.
I got a 11.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna try the spear
Cal.
again.
Cal, show us how to spear.
That's a 1.
All right. Cal, after you go, Bobby scans the room for his target and finds Cal in the fray. Cal, does a 12 versus AC hit you?
Oh, it sure does. Cal is a garbage character.
Oh no.
I'm here, everybody.
Get out of this room.
How many hit points do you think Cal has?
-1 to luck. Cal has 2 hit points.
Cal takes 6 points of damage and
Oh,
dies.
Oh, no, Cal.
There's just like blood everywhere.
There is
It's very slippery now.
Caveman guts like knee deep in this room now. All right. Who had not gone in the round yet?
Talc has not gone.
Talc and Lafayette. Talc, why don't you go?
20.
All right. Do some damage.
2.
All right. I'll tell you, the robot is starting to spark. Lafayette,
Give it the knife to the,
robot.
I don't know. Yeah, knife to the robot trick. I rolled a 13.
13 will not hit a robot. The robot's AC is 15. All right. So, does somebody new walk into the hallway, Erica?
Yes, over the dead body of Cal coming down the hallway, you see good old Orb.
It's,
who
you know,
is a-
it's the people that are willing to walk over the 6 corpses that it's like, they're the real heroes of this adventure.
Yeah.
Orb?
My name is Orb. I was named after the big glowing ball in the sky.
All right.
I'm a dwarven herder.
You
yeah.
heard dwarves?
So I'm
That
going to
seems
come in with my
God. I've got so many of those guys.
I'm going to come in with my staff. And
All right.
How many
I'm
people
rolling
on your
initiative
staff?
for Bobby.
All
All right, Bobby has rolled
I
initiative.
got my personal assistant. I got my driver.
Jackson.
Who will be first?
I attack again.
Yeah.
9.
All right, who will be second?
Me. I attack
Orb's
with my
going to run
knife.
in. Like, I'm okay.
Oh, nothing.
All right, Orb, you're
All right.
next.
I'm running in with a 12.
Okay, who
Actually,
will
no,
be
that's
next?
an 11 because I have a -1.
Oh no!
Talc is going
All right,
with a 20 again.
Yeah.
All right, give it to
4 points of damage.
all right. Wilma Jr., before you can go, Robbie goes. Robbie scans the
Bobby.
room and Bobby, legally distinct, don't sue me. Scans the room and focuses in on Talc.
Oh no.
Talc,
Oh no.
critical fail for Bobby the
Yes!
robot.
Woohoo.
Talc's the other one hitting it.
Wilma Jr., you can roll.
4.
All right. Bobby rerolls his initiative. He gets a 1, so he's going first. He will scan the room. He chooses Wilma Jr. Wilma Jr. 10 versus AC?
Does not hit.
Wow. All right. You all get to go before before Bobby goes again.
Well, I'm retaliating. I missed.
Do it.
I got another 4.
Attack again. 5.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Come on, Orb.
4.
Not a good
What is
direction,
going
Orb.
on?
Okay, I'm gonna go and see if my luck holds. And it doesn't. It's a 5.
I think that just leaves me. 5.
Wow.
Good work.
Very
Oh
good.
no. All right. It's unclear how many people we're gonna murder today.
Uh-oh.
Bobby
All of them.
Bobby the
Looking
robot rerolls initiative. Who will go before Bobby goes? People
I
are not
will.
so certain anymore. All right, Orb, show us how to do it.
2.
Okay.
Chuck, get in there.
Calc's getting a swing in. A critical fail. 1.
Okay, I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
We lost your video.
Also 1. Yeah, I'm standing up.
Okay. Who's next?
Me. 18.
18 will
Yay.
connect. Damage.
1.
All right. And before anyone else can go, Bobby scans the room. He chooses Lafayette as his target.
Mais no.
Oh no, Lafayette 21.
Oui.
2 points of damage, Lafayette.
I am still here.
Okay. Who is left in the round?
Wow.
It is me, Lafayette.
All right.
Have a knife. Have a knife day. Haha. 13.
I'm taking this knife by the reins, making robots redder with.
I
I've
have
been
just a lot
trying
of
to.
blood stains all over this robot. If that's
Robots
what
redder
you...
with rust
All
stains. Yes, that's it.
Bobby rerolls initiative. Bobby is. It seems to be slowing down. All of you are going to go before Bobby goes.
Right
Right.
to the eye. No.
Okay.
Critical fail.
All right, I'll try it. 8.
Okay, I'm going. 18.
Give me damage.
6.
Wow.
Wilma Jr. I think Bobby needs one good hit to go down. What is your chances?
Come on. I was not good.
You can do it.
10.
10 will not hit.
Yep.
Bobby rerolls initiative. He's going to get to go after a certain number of you. Who will go first?
I will go. Come on. 2.
Oof.
Talc
Go
is going.
Talc. Do it, Talc.
20.
Give me damage, Talc.
3.
3 is exactly the number you needed to do.
Yay!
Talc, you are an opener of doors. You are
Wow.
a slayer
Killer of robots.
Robots.
And how many cave people lie at the treads of Bobby the robot in this room full of treasures and so many dead?
3.
What other wonders will we discover in this super weird glacier, unlike any others? Tune in next time on Total Party Kill as this weird, wacky adventure continues. Woo! That worked out perfectly in terms of timing, I think. So yeah. Here is my question for all of you. Would this be a good place to stop? It is somewhat late my time. It's like 11 o'clock my time. I feel like probably we should stop versus playing a whole other hour. I think
Especially
you
if
are.
you're just recovering.
Yeah, my voice is still kind of weird. I think you are actually more than halfway through this adventure,
Ooh.
which is impressive. I
Wow.
thought this would probably be a
Go
3-session adventure, but you guys, I think, are moving pretty aggressively through the stuff. So, and like you guys have totally nailed the combat is really fast part of this. So, I feel like
Yeah,
we're doing
just not
better
the
at that than
rolling
I
good
did.
numbers part of this.
No, that's the but like I think I have not played with this new initiative system before. It's a little frantic, but I think it also moves really quickly. So
Hmm. Well,
uh,
especially when none of us hit.
yeah, and and you guys, it's you're very low level. You don't have special attacks. or
Goodbye,
fancy-
live stream. I'm turning
Yeah.
it